Report is sponsored by Amtrak. Amtrak. Whether you're craving a breath of fresh mountain air, an exciting new adventure, or just some free babysitting from Grandma, Amtrak can get you there. With more than 500 destinations across the country, everything you're missing, just an Amtrak away.
FAS windows and doors, absolutely love them. You know why? Because I can air out my house much better by opening these windows. And that seems like a simple thing. But the windows I used to have, those single-pane aluminum frame windows, they were not great. They were the cheaper windows that came out in the 70s, well, when my house was built. But I had one that wouldn't even open anymore. But that changed the day FAS Windows and Doors installed new windows and a door at my home. This is years ago. But since then, I've been benefiting from better home efficiency because my AC runs less, because my home is more energy efficient. My home is also more secure with that security impact glass on these double pane low E windows, vinyl sided, added instant curb appeal the day they were installed. And another added benefit, that outside noise does not get in the house as often as it used to with those single pane windows that I used to have. See what they can do for you. They have a great showroom. It's in Winter Park. It's on Fairbanks, right off of I-4 by the Skycraft there. It's FAS Windows and Doors. Great people as well. You find them online at faswd.com.
Thinking about divorce? Kramer Law. OneFirmForLife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
Win your way to our 2021 iHeartRadio Music Festival, September 17th and 18th in Las Vegas.
Welcome to the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
And win $1,000. You'll see
Billie Eilish,
Cheap Trick,
Coldplay,
Dua Lipa,
Florida Georgia Line,
Phineas,
Journey,
J. Cole,
Lil Baby,
Khalid,
Nelly,
Maroon 5,
Weezer,
Sam Hunt, and more on the T-Mobile Arena stage in Las Vegas. Listen every weekday to win your way there and win $1,000.
I could ask my family for money, and I'm sure they'd help me out, but I'd rather depend on me.
An Amscot cash advance could mean up to $500 on the spot with no credit check. Get started at amscot.com.
Amscot.
Some restrictions apply.
Hi there, I'm Mia. I'm Air.
Your air?
Yeah, I just got out of the lungs of someone smoking a cheap little cigar outside a bodega. Oh, it was so smoky in there. And where there's smoke, there's
fire.
Cancer.
Oh.
Yeah, little cigars might taste sweet, but they still kill. I'm supposed to be helping people, not unhelping them.
You mean hurting?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm a bit of an airhead.
Little cigars are just as dangerous as regular cigarettes. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Make this the summer of Ram with the only truck brand to win Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 years in a row. Right now, well-qualified returning FCA lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab 4x2 for $299 a month for 36 months with $2,999 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra, no security deposit required. Call 1-877-RAM-5722 for details. Requires dealer contribution at least through Chrysler Capital. Current lease must end by 8/31/2022. Extra charge for miles over 30,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 8/31/2021.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates, but don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 7168, Equal Housing.
Hey Orlando, this is Paul Anka for PDQ.
PDQ from start to closing, afternoon to night. Made to order, never frozen, with love in every bite. Quality that's fast and fresh, that's our pledge to you. For chicken just made so much better, count on PDQ.
When I lost my Chase debit card, I was like... But I locked my card on my Chase mobile app, and that feels like... That's what security feels like. Card locked.
Check and lock down your money with security from Chase. Control feels good. Learn more at chase.com/banking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Enroll in Chase online or on the Chase mobile app. Messaging and data rates may apply. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC.
No matter the challenges, we were there with a stronger, more reliable energy grid.
When our community struggled, we were there with flexible payment arrangements and other support.
And as the sun comes out, bringing the promise of a brighter tomorrow, we will still be here.
With energy that's reliable, affordable, and cleaner than ever, we're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. Plus special financing. Ends Monday. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
Doug. And we're back with Limu, Emu, and Doug for the final question. Category is things you climb.
All right, Limu, what do you think? You sure? We're going with Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Oh, so close. We were looking for stairs.
Huh. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Finish your summer with a true crime podcast binge with iHeart. No one else has more true crime podcasts. Go deep on cases, form your own theories, and even help out investigators in real time with true crime podcasts to die for. Like the new iHeart series, Murder in Illinois.
That dark side would come out.
Meet the new Dr. Death in the hit podcast's 3rd season.
His nickname was the Super Surgeon.
Plus hundreds more to get you hooked. It's True Crime Podcast Week. iHeart, #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app.
Trust the leaders. FAS Windows and Doors. Go to FASWD.com.
This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Thank you for spending part of your Monday with us. Hope it's a great start to work and school. Jim is out today. Lost his mother over the weekend, so we really can't tell you when he's going to be back. But in his place, you've got Deb, Jack, and Ross. And we've got the usual Monday fun for you. We're going to be talking sports with Brandon Kravis. We're going to have Ross Thoughts. We're going to be talking to Orlando attorney Stephen Kramer. But something new we're going to do today, we're switching it up. We're going to do What'd You Do That's New Today instead of leaving it for tomorrow. And we'll kind of let you know when we're going to do that. We're going to be doing it sometime in the 4 o'clock hour.
Sure.
Is what we're hoping. But we do have the president's speech. And as we know, we're not sure when that's going to.
Those suckers never go off on time.
They really don't. They really don't. But we do. So let's go ahead and get you woke.
And now, it's time for Woke News. It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world. On the Jim Colbert Show.
Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. He's awesome. He's also host of the Home Loans Radio Show. All right, Tropical Storm Fred is still on track to make landfall in part of Florida's Panhandle today. The National Hurricane Center says Fred should come ashore in the Panhandle's eastern section this afternoon or tonight. It would then impact western Georgia. Alabama is also keeping an eye on what's going on. The latest update says the storm has winds of 65 miles per hour. However, Fred is also a slow-moving system as it's heading to the north-northeast at just 9 miles per hour. All of that wind and rain, and it's only moving at 9 miles an hour.
Just curious, because there's a lot of famous Freds, whether it be fiction or nonfiction. When you hear the name Fred, what is the first famous entity that you guys think of? I'm Kruger all day. I've been thinking Kruger.
Oh, I haven't. I usually think of Mr. Rodgers, even though I forgot that his first name was Fred. I really don't, to be honest. I haven't.
Are you a Flintstone, Jack?
Yeah, you nailed it.
Meanwhile, Tropical Depression Grace is now lashing Haiti. Yeah, because they don't have anything else going on. The National Hurricane Center says Grace is packing 35-mile-per-hour winds, heavy rain across the southern portion of the island nation. And that comes as Haiti is just starting to recover from a devastating 7.2 earthquake that killed around 1,300 people in the southern portion of the country. Florida is currently outside of Grace's current forecast track, and the third system they're currently watching in the tropics is also expected to leave Florida behind.
News Junkie made a really good point. When you look at Haiti and all the woes that they've experienced, from the hurricanes to the civil distress,
The presidential assassination.
all of it. They are half of an island of Hispaniola, and the other half is Dominican Republic. It's like, the other side of a coin. It's
I know.
How is this so vastly different between the two places?
Governments.
On the same island.
Same island. Yeah, I know. That is crazy. I've thought of that myself before. The other big story is Florida coronavirus hospitalizations are down slightly. This is some good news. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services data shows 15,962 COVID patients are hospitalized, which is down from Saturday's report of 16,100 patients. However, HHS says more than 92% of the state's ICU beds are occupied, with more than 51% being used by people being treated for COVID. Across the U.S., COVID patients make up about 11% of all hospital patients, while in Florida, they account for more than 28%. And the Florida Highway Patrol is mourning the loss of one of their own due to COVID. Family members say Trooper Lazaro Feebles died over the weekend from COVID-19 complications. The 42-year-old leaves behind a wife, 6-year-old son, and 5-month-old baby girl. A GoFundMe account has been set up to help the family with expenses. Feebles graduated from the 118th Basic Recruit class back in 2010 and served for more than 11 years with Troop E in Miami. Closer to home, we got news today that Walgreens and CVS are the first pharmacies to offer those third booster shots for those who are immune compromised.
Yeah.
But Seminole County wants to be able to start giving out COVID-19 booster shots. The third shot was approved again by the FDA for people who are immunocompromised, and county officials say they're hoping to be able to administer those shots starting tomorrow, but they're waiting for guidance right now from state officials. The third dose is only approved for those who have been fully vaccinated with either Pfizer or Moderna. So this is not an option if you've had the J&J.
Right.
All right, a major cruise line can celebrate a milestone voyage.
Pissed? Would you be pissed if J&J was the only one available and that's the one you got?
Yeah.
I mean, some people, I know a lot of people want that one because it's only a one shot.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but wouldn't you opt for one that gives you better protection against these later variants of the virus, of the disease, of the virus, rather?
You would think, but you would also think people would really want to get vaccinated. And that's not the case.
There's a good point.
So-
You can't just
Yeah. There's that logic that no one can answer to.
Yeah.
A major cruise line is celebrating a milestone voyage. Norwegian Cruise Line set sail yesterday from Port Miami for the first time since the pandemic shuttered the cruise industry over a year ago. And we've been actually talking about this cruise for a while, even though the cruise itself hasn't been the story. The Norwegian Gem is on a 7-day trip to the Caribbean with passengers and crew who had to show proof of vaccination. Remember, this was the case that the state lost, and the federal judge ruled that the requirement led to a legal battle with the state. But passengers say they're enjoying the peace of mind that comes with knowing they can travel safely.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, help is on the way from Florida to Haiti. The country was hit by a 7.2 earthquake Saturday that killed nearly 1,300 people. Relief organizations are collecting supplies throughout the state, including in Miami, Orlando, and Tampa. And Sarasota County's Agape flights delivered relief supplies yesterday. And CEO Alan Spears says they're expecting to make at least 100 more trips. And an official with Miami's Family Action Network movement says hospitals are out of capacity in Haiti and things are continuing to worsen. Speaking of things continuing to worsen, a Florida-Afghanistan war vet is, in his words, a bit bewildered by the Taliban's swift takeover of the country. DJ Reyes, who lives in Tampa, last served in Afghanistan in 2012, and he says he's confused as to how operationally this all unfolded so quickly. He feels for the citizens left behind, and he says life is going to get harder for them. Riaz recently told 8 on Your Side he's especially concerned for the women and children who will have to live under Taliban rule.
No kidding. And it's like I saw one report where they said they were Taliban was paying up the Afghan security forces or the leaders just to, okay, just leave. Just go.
And
they're like, yep, we're out of here.
That's where I think just hand the guns to the women and the girls because they have everything to lose. I have a feeling they would give everything to keep them at bay. All right, here's new data from last year's census shows the Villages was the fastest growing metro area in the U.S. over the last decade.
Whoa.
The planned community in Central Florida, how much would you say it saw its population grow since 2010? What percentage would you say?
Since 2010, past, decade plus, what area now?
Yeah, what percentage would you say the planned community saw its population grow by this percent
of the Villages
since 2010?
I'm going to go Ross.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll do that. I'll walk out on the plank.
Okay, go up. Go ahead.
I'll go 26%.
Plus one.
27%?
Yes.
Points, Jack.
Yeah.
39%.
Ooh, I was going to go
39%. That's a whole lot of loofah. The U.S. Census Bureau counted about 130,000 hard partying residents in the Villages last year, up from about 93,000 10 years earlier. It's because their reputation's getting out, right?
Mm-hmm.
All those loofah lovers all over the country are like, I know where I want to go.
A couple years ago, I was watching golf, and the commercial for the Villages came on, and I'm watching it. I don't play golf, and they made it look like, I'm like, hey, that looks
like
I'm like,
fun.
honey, Villages. She's like, nope.
I know.
Nope.
I think I would be down for the Villages. My later years.
State
It seems awesome. Like a little cool
It
club.
does. I mean, there's concerts every night and shops and bars.
I'm in it for the golf cart. I
We
want
can do that now in Mount Dora. I'll skip the Villages politics and stay where I'm at.
I want a place where I can just ride a golf cart around.
Yeah, exactly.
Without playing golf.
Yeah, I hear you. I know you'd have at least 7 loofahs. You'd have probably one for every color of the rainbow, Bradshaw.
Ayo.
Statewide, Florida's population jumped by 15% to about 21.6 million people.
I mean, if he's got every color loofah and it's a rainbow, that's a different message. Got rainbow loofahs.
I don't know. Purple and black ones are the ones to look out for. On to national news, President Biden will soon address the crisis in Afghanistan. The president departed Camp David. Wow. Earlier than expected due to the escalating nature of the crisis. His speech is scheduled for 3:45 Eastern time. We are going to carry that speech live. Hope it does start on time. The Taliban gained control of Afghanistan's capital city, leaving the Kabul airport in chaos. And that's our next story. At least 7 people are dead after Afghans rushed the tarmac of the Kabul airport following the Taliban's takeover. One heartbreaking video shows a U.S. military aircraft attempting to take off as dozens of Afghans sprint alongside, some clinging to the outside as the aircraft gains speed. At least 1,000 more U.S. troops are being sent to assist with future evacuations. And not only that, the Pentagon is also opening up 2 more military bases in the U.S., and this would be to house thousands of Afghan refugees. Pentagon spokesperson John Kirby didn't name the bases, but it would add to the existing evacuation site at Fort Lee in Virginia. The 3 facilities will have room for up to 22,000 Afghans. Anyone you know a T-Mobile customer?
Yeah.
Like
me.
who? Oh, really?
Yeah, I T-Mob.
Yeah, T-Mobile here. And
so you know?
I heard.
All right, well.
Actually, I only learned from the news junkie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you may have heard this on the news junkie, but I'm going to continue to talk about it because it's a big
it's big.
deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. T-Mobile is investigating claims of a data breach affecting nearly all of its U.S. customers. Now,
all right.
this after a hacker claimed in an online forum to be selling the private information of more than 100 million Americans. And the data is said to include things like names, social security numbers, addresses, phone numbers, and even driver's license information. The anonymous seller reportedly wants about $270,000 in Bitcoin for data from about 30 million accounts. No word on what would happen with those other 70 million. The rest allegedly are being sold through private channels. So, and I don't know how you're supposed to find out if your information is...
I think it's unavoidable.
It is.
At this point with I can't tell you how many times that, whatever company it is, whatever credit card it is, that your information is somehow compromised. And, earlier Sean also made the point, which is true. It's how they handle it. Some class action lawsuit where you get like 4 cents or some, credit reporting, software for the next couple of years.
Exactly.
I got LifeLock. I just got to hope for the best. And
that's really,
I'm not trading my T-Mobile home internet 5G because I'm getting way faster speeds than I was.
There's just some things that are worth it.
I got an idea. How about you just spot me on a bill there, T-Mobile? You goofed up. You take care of my next phone bill.
That's not a bad idea, Ross.
Let's go.
That's not a bad idea. Hop on social media.
I think it would be a lot cheaper for them to pay the
isn't it?
the person.
Yeah.
$270,000 over.
No. Oh yeah, you're right.
Everyone gets a free phone bill.
And I hope that that number is right because I think they'd ask for a much bigger number.
No,
Speaking of,
I heard that it was like 6 Bitcoin or so, and I think the conversion was like $250,000.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that CEO over at T-Mobile stops cooking stuff on Mondays for his Twitter account. Better start protecting us. Well, come on, Jack. Aren't you pissed? Let's get pissed.
Nah, I'm not pissed.
Never mind.
It's all out there.
It's all out there.
It's like, what was it? The boy in the dike. You put your finger on one leak and then another one springs.
Exactly.
You just
got like whack-a-mole.
Yeah. You got to protect.
It's hacker whack-a-mole.
It's hack-a-mole.
Hack-a-mole. There you go. It's a new game by Ronco. Major League Baseball's Field of Dreams game is doing wonders for the 1989 movie. Amazon's...
I knew it would, too.
You knew it would.
Because I'm watching that game, I'm like, and Aaron Costner talk about the movie, it's like, I should probably watch that again.
And it turns out a lot of people felt the way you did, Jack. Amazon's website reports that sales of Blu-ray copies of the movie have risen to number 6 since the big game between the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees. Now, prior to last Thursday night's game in Dyersville, Iowa, it had ranked about 3,500
crappy
sales
ending,
on
though.
the site.
It's got a crappy ending.
Major League
Not the movie, the game.
Major League Baseball and Fox Sports say it was the most watched regular season game in 16 years. And just today I was reading about why Deborah Winger quit when she was cast as the Gina Davis character. She was supposed to be Gina Davis's character in League of Their Own. And she quit because Madonna got cast.
Okay. So we jump movies now.
We jump movies.
Okay. Done. Just another baseball movie. You figure you drop that.
It's got balls. That's all that matters. It's got balls.
Angels in the outfield.
You know who else has balls?
Who?
Had you hear about the Honus Wagner card?
Well, I just know it's usually the most expensive one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know the number?
No.
All right. Well, this is a baseball card from 1909.
Mm-hmm.
It just sold for more than $6.6 million.
Nice.
The sale of a Honus Wagner baseball card shattered the previous record set by a Mickey Mantle card that sold for $5.2 million earlier this year.
I'm holding on to my cards. I'm holding on to them.
I would love to see just a baseball card from 1909. I think would just be fascinating to just have in your hand.
Your fiance Chris is a big baseball fan, big Cubby fan. Does he have a baseball card collection?
Hello, is the Pope Catholic?
Wow, really?
Oh, I mean, wax packs from the 80s, from the 70s.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Huge.
the 70s, there's a lot of value there. See, what happened in the late 80s, when I got into it, was kind of when it blew up, but then they saturated the market. So those sets in the late 80s, the value is just not there.
And yet it's crazy when you see the fights. Some guy in Milwaukee had a gun pulled on him after, I believe Walmart and Target stopped for a while selling those wax packs of baseball cards because people were being followed out to their car.
Yeah.
Because you get one valuable card in there and it can make or break a lot of things.
Sure.
Well, the Wagner card, for those who don't know, is extremely rare due to production being stopped early for reasons that still are not clear over 100 years later.
Whoa.
The seller is being referred to as nothing more but an East Coast collector, as both the seller and the buyer prefer to remain anonymous.
Yeah. I mean, if you're spending
$6.6 million
on a card.
See, I like going to antique stores and flipping through, but I mean, what's the likelihood you're going to find a Honus Wagner card
And it's
place
not,
like that?
I'm sure he's looking at it as an investment too, because that's not I don't think that's a liability. I think that's an asset. I think the value of that card is only going to go up as more time passes.
I would think.
That's
but-
what that's what a lot of rich people do with art, at least.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that to diminish in value.
No.
Right.
No, definitely not. So whoever that anonymous collector is, good luck, God bless, and throw some of that cash over at T-Mobile. They could use your help.
And enjoy your coaster.
And enjoy your coaster.
You rich man, you.
No lie, I had cards from the early 70s that went into the spokes of my bicycle.
Because you just don't know.
You know, you'd clip it onto the fork so it goes through the spoke to make it sound like a motorcycle.
Yeah, of course. Everybody did that. That was like having,
I mean, bright side, you had a $250,000 bicycle.
Yeah, I did.
Now he's going to crop dust you again. By the way, this just in, the National Hurricane Center has said Tropical Storm Fred has made landfall near Cape San Blas. That's up in the Panhandle. We'll continue to watch that story, as well as the president set to speak in about 6 minutes. But now you all are officially woke, and Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Want to know if you can qualify to buy a home, or if now is a great time to refinance the home you're in? It's as easy as a visit to homeloansradio.com. Click apply now and get pre-approved today. There's also an opportunity to start a chat with Don if you have some questions about maybe some real estate terms that have confused you and you'd like to clear them up. Trust me, he knows what he's talking about. He can help you if it's your first home or if it's your 20th home. And it takes nothing more than a visit to homeloansradio.com. Keep it here. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with more fun on The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Real Radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends, this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. It's Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Kristen Giannis here with your forecast. So warm and muggy today. We're going to hit 90 degrees, but it'll feel more like 102 when you factor in the humidity. Winds out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Expect showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m. We'll keep the coverage at 60%. Tonight we'll drop down to 76 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies. Hope you're having a great day in the Fox 35 Storm Center. I'm meteorologist Kristen Giannis.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. Amtrak. Whether you're craving a breath of fresh mountain air, an exciting new adventure, or just some free babysitting from Grandma, Amtrak can get you there. With more than 500 destinations across the country. Everything you're missing, just an Amtrak away.
Man, what a great time to finally get out of glasses or contacts, man. No better time than summer in Florida, hitting the beach, enjoying yourself. Why not try vision correction surgery, man? The Filatowski Eye Institute can take care of you. They use the latest LASIK technology called Smile LASIK, minimally invasive, faster recovery times, get you back to work or play way sooner. And on top of that, Chief Surgeon and Medical Director Dr. Conrad Filatowski is recognized as one of the top 3 smile surgeons in the U.S. You're in great shape, in good hands. 24-month interest-free financing is available for qualified patients, and all you have to do is text 1041 to 868686. Again, that's 1041 to 868686 for the Filatowski Eye Institute.
Spectrum Business called their competitors to see if any of them could beat Spectrum's Business Internet Plus phone offer for $69.98 per month with no added phone taxes or fees. Here are real quotes from the competition.
How are they pulling in no fees and taxes? That's madness.
I would 100% go with Spectrum.
Even the competition recommends Spectrum Business. Call 855-339-5344 and switch to Spectrum Business today.
Competitor quotes from actual phone conversations. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
In St. Pete Clearwater, let your senses be your guide. Follow the incredible aroma of outdoor dining under a starlit night. Or see the sunset over the Gulf, painting a magnificent orange and red sky. Feel the gentle breeze on a leisurely stroll along the new St. Pete Pier. Or let every sense come alive at the Salvador Dali Museum. Sounds like it's time for a fall getaway. You can sense it. Plan your fall escape to America's best beaches at visitstpeteclearwater.com.
Wawa and Chips Ahoy are teaming up to bring you handcrafted beverages that'll make your summer adventures epic. Like
going to the beach.
Going to the beach with a delicious and creamy Chips Ahoy milkshake. And
binging season 3 of that show.
Binging season 3 of that show with a tasty Chips Ahoy smoothie. Whatever you're doing this summer, make it epic. Chips Ahoy milkshakes, smoothies, and sundaes are here. crafted to crave at Wawa. For dinner made fresh, delicious, and just for you, Wawa's got you covered with fresh baked pasta and delicious burgers every day starting at 4 p.m. Choose pasta options like penne and meatballs, fettuccine alfredo, or create your own pasta bowl. Or enjoy the burger you crave, made with your choice of cheese and toppings on a brioche bun. Even better with a side of fries. There's a dinner option for every craving, every day starting at 4 p.m. Enjoy dinner your way at Wawa.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. Plus special financing. Ends Monday. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Bridgewater is a new fiction podcast starring Supernatural's Misha Collins, Teen Wolf's Melissa Ponzio, and Castle's Nathan Fillion. It's a place closer than you think and far stranger than you can imagine, where monsters roam freely, where the past doesn't stay buried, where you never know what's lurking around the corner.
I think there's a lot that we don't know about. Monsters, wormholes, witchcraft. This is a strange place, this part of the country.
Listen to Bridgewater on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Napa know-how.
Right now, a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil is just $18.99. It keeps your engine from breaking down without breaking the bank. Yep, a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic for $18.99 is not just a great deal. It's the break you've been waiting for. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations does not include state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Advertised sales price may not be available in some states. Offer ends 8/31/21.
There is nothing harder than being a parent right now. So if your house currently sounds like this, you need a break. And surprisingly, donating plasma at BioLife Plasma Services can give you a break. Stay with me here. It's a physical break from the kids. Yes, finally some alone time. Give your bank account a break. You could earn up to $900 in your first month. And a break from reality. Free Wi-Fi, baby. So book an appointment today to donate your life-saving plasma. BioLife. There's purpose in your plasma. Visit biolifeplasma.com to learn more.
November is National Adoption Month, but you don't have to wait to make a difference in a child's life. You can help children find their forever families right now by supporting One Hope United, a multi-state nonprofit that provides adoption, foster care, and residential services in the greater Orlando area. Join us for the 3rd annual Duck Derby on November 6th at Aquatica Water Park at 8 a.m. Watch 5,000 rubber ducks race to the finish line. Get all the information now at magic107.com/Duck Derby.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1, and thank you again for spending part of your Monday with us. Hope it's a great start to the new work and school week. Jim is off today. He unfortunately lost his mother over the weekend and is in his hometown currently making arrangements. So as Ross said, it's going to be a weird week. We're just kind of rolling with it. So Jim's not here, but you've got Deb and you've got Jack.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got Ross.
Yep, sober.
And it's good to hear. Thank you, Ross. We appreciate that.
I always like the person who walks into a room and goes, "Hey, guys, I'm totally sober," because then it really sounds like they're not.
Because why else would you ask? Oh, speaking of why would you ask, Jack, did you get that Twitter poll up as we await President Biden?
It is posted now. It's at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter. You can also find it at Real Radio on Twitter and also at Yankee Jack on Twitter. I put it up. I shared it with all three.
I'm going to vote on this one.
Okay. And again, the wording, to be clear, is how should Jack spend this Saturday night in New York/New Jersey? Springsteen for 400 or family barbecue? I didn't even put free after that.
By the way, your home screen, Jack, disgusting. I just looked at your phone.
Why?
It's a mess. It's all like in like little boxes. You got 6 apps per where an app should be. That is insane.
No, these are folders. It's organized.
Oh, God.
Well, I just want to update everyone.
What are you talking about? This is an organized desktop.
So far, I'm winning in this Twitter poll at Jim Colbert Show. How should Jack spend this Saturday night in New York, New Jersey? Springsteen for $400 or a family barbecue. 54% weighing in, Jack, that you should spend the money and have the experience of a lifetime.
Yeah,
your sisters have been pissed at you before. This won't be the last time. Or the first time?
You're not wrong.
You're going to see them on other days.
Yeah, Christmas isn't stuff.
Think about this, Jack. You're Jack Bradshaw.
No doubt. You're the boss.
You love people voting. You got to listen to the voters.
Ow, Ross. Right right there. That one. That's the winner. Please vote for the first one, Springsteen for $400 at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter. Jim Colbert Show.
You're an American. We believe in democracy here. Listen to the people.
People want you to go.
And not your own family members.
Yeah.
Just like a true politician.
Exactly.
Just whatever gets that political needle going, that's what you go with.
I better, just in case, I better bring my vaccination card, because the point of, ironically, of this concert was the opening of New York.
That's right.
Post-COVID. Meanwhile, we're in the middle of the Delta surge.
Hey.
Whoops. According to Jimmy, on the one article that he read about that, statistically predicts that tomorrow could be the peak of that surge.
Right.
That's the day I'm flying from one airport to another into another city.
My man.
Right on.
But you know, it's interesting you bring that up, though. Do you know who the promoter is for this? Because I know Live Nation just announced that fans at all of its events will either have to be vaccinated against COVID or show a negative test.
Yeah.
So I wonder who's behind, or because I know Bruce Springsteen, who else? Rick Springfield said he won't play unless everyone is vaccinated, whereas Eric Clapton won't play at venues that require vaccinations.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's going to, I mean, where's he going to play? AEG also announced vaccinations for events.
I just watched Eric Clapton in a concert from 1976 yesterday.
Oh, man.
It's called The Last Waltz. It was a DVD given to me by Jim Phillips, but my wife wanted to see it, and it's about the band, the band, all right? And it's their final concert, which took place on Thanksgiving of 1976. At the Winterland Theater in San Francisco, but it was a star-studded event. Since they started, they were Bob Dylan's backup band as well as some others, and then had their own career, but basically toured for 16 straight years.
Whoa.
Until this event. This was their final concert, but it featured, besides the band, you had Joni Mitchell, Eric Clapton, Bob Dylan, Ringo Starr.
Do you remember what Clapton played?
I forget what song it was.
I was going to say, because that's when you get those deep cuts of cocaine or Layla. Those are when you get those.
It wasn't either of those. Yeah.
I almost said a guitar.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I
funny.
wish you had.
Good thing I didn't say that.
No, we
Van Morrison, the Staple Singers. It's also a Martin Scorsese documentary.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Martin Scorsese shot it, and it was like his. I looked up his filmography. It was like right after Mean Streets, but it was right before Raging Bull. And he shot this, and then it was released in 1978. But it's called The Last Waltz.
I heard of it.
It's about the band. Yeah.
Jack, so is it the price tag for the Bruce Springsteen, or is it
well,
really
it's also not convenient for my family, who's I put out the idea that we all go to the Yankee game together, and there's a group of us going, and and my nephew as well, he's going to be there, and we're going to be going there, and then my sister has some friends coming in town, so it's like we'd have the barbecue at her house back in Jersey after the game. And that was the plan. So for me to kind of say, duck out, it would be kind of a...
Well, our texting service is wonderfully weighing in at 77031. Early barbecue, concert later on. There's still time to...
No. Early, I'm at a Yankee game. It's an afternoon Yankee game. That runs from 1 to 5.
Do you want me to call her?
No.
I would be very nice.
I'm very happy to run my own life, but I appreciate the help.
Okay, but what about a breakfast barbecue? A BBBQ. See what I did there? That's another B for breakfast.
A guitar?
Yeah.
So what about, also let's lean on the fact that she's got friends and,
Yeah, they're her friends.
Oh, Jack.
God, I got you.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
What do you got?
Hey, sister, I just wanted to be, as good of a brother as I possibly could be. So I knew that the friends were flying in, and I just thought maybe you guys should spend a little bit more time together.
Because we've just spent hours together at the Yankee game, so I figured this gives you time to jam on it with your girls.
And can you drop me off at Central Park on our way home from Yankee Stadium?
Oh, no, you're going to have to Uber to that.
Yeah, no, you're going to have to figure that out.
Oh, yeah, that won't be surge pricing.
No, that's okay.
That's another $400.
Then you walk. That's the great thing about New York City. You've walked 20 blocks before you realize it, and you're there in Central Park.
Yeah.
You could have some real funky, trippy experiences.
And then you got toned calves to kick with it. Like, that's a good deal.
Then you can eat all the pizza and hot dogs that you want because you just worked them all off.
Yeah, that negates itself. We're basically half diet, half rocking out with you right now.
I just think that live once.
And also Paul Simon and Jennifer Hudson performing.
See, you can't miss that, Jack. You can't miss that.
It is kind of epic.
Jennifer Hudson,
epic.
Hudson River. It all works out, man. This is bigger than all of us.
So we're going to continue to badger Jack into going to see Springsteen in Central Park. Since Ross and I can't do it, why shouldn't Bradshaw?
Oh, I got one vote for family and barbecue. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because that person is jealous and doesn't want you to have any fun either.
No, I think that's just your sister texting us.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll let you know. We'll rejoin as soon as the president begins his speech on the crisis in Afghanistan. Regardless, keep it here on The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Love us while you got us. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 104.1. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, shop the rest, buy from the best, goldsmithjewelry.com.
Well, we're still in good shape in the eastbound direction on I-4, but we're seeing slowdowns westbound between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive, and also between World Drive and 429. Just getting word of an accident on Rouse Road at University Boulevard, another on OBT between Michigan and Cayley Street, as well as Colonial Drive between Pine Hills Road and Mercy Drive. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. Whether you're craving a breath of fresh mountain air, an exciting new adventure, or just some free babysitting from Grandma, Amtrak can get you there. With more than 500 destinations across the country, everything you're missing, just an Amtrak away.
Summertime is a great time for a beautiful new fence from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence. You know, a Mossy Oak Fence will add appeal and value to your home, and more importantly, provide safety and security for your family, for your children, and for your pets. Mossy Oak Fence also sets the standard for quality, offering the best warranty in the business. We're talking premium, quality, custom fences that are built to last. Call or visit mossyoakfences.com, where your family's safety and security is their number one priority. It's mossyoakfences.com.
Did you know that Solis Health Plans gives you up to $1,200 per year in OTC products? Call now, 1-833-33-SOLIS, 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
The only thing worse than hiring no law firm after your injury is hiring the wrong law firm. When thousands of people call us every year asking to help them change law firms, I wonder why they ever call the other firm. When you're fighting to get what you deserve, it's go big or go home. We are big for a reason, which is why we've recovered over $9 billion for our clients. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Duke Energy is ready to help you through this year's hurricane season. We're investing in a stronger, more resilient grid to help reduce and even prevent outages. And when storms strike, Duke Energy will be there to get the power back on as safely and quickly as possible, while keeping you informed. It's all part of building a smarter energy future. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
O'Reilly.
When you need auto parts, O'ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. We offer convenient options for you to get your parts quickly. Order online and pick up for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. We'll even bring it out curbside. Or you can have your parts delivered right to your door with free shipping on most orders over $35. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
There are 16 spots in the playoffs and just one track left. Well, not just any track. Daytona, a last chance to keep playoff hopes alive. It's time to bring your friends and family to watch the drama unfold up close and in person. NASCAR comes to Daytona International Speedway August 27th and 28th. Tickets start at just $49. Get yours at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
The Monster Brew Bus will be on the road Saturday, August 28th.
And it's presented by that mortgage guy Don from Home Loans Radio. Connect with Don at homeloansradio.com.
And get more info on the Brew Bus at realradio.fm/brew.
You've heard of a pro tip. Here's a mo tip. Get uninsured motorist coverage. If someone hits you and hurts you, they don't have to have insurance to compensate you. Uninsured motorist coverage helps protect you. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
I want to break free.
Ready to break free? Norwegian Cruise Line is back and sailing this summer. Kick back in the Caribbean or take in the stunning sights in Europe. And with our robust health and safety program, you can cruise confidently. Book today and enjoy 30% off all cruises, free open bar, free airfare, and more. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Sail safe, feel free. Ships Registry, the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
The summer of can is here, and since we finally can, let's make it a premium summer. Fancy sausage at the barbecue, a full theater for camping, a fully gold bathing suit at the pool. Because Heineken is made with premium malt and their famous A yeast. So go premium with the crisp, ice-cold can of Heineken. Pick up a pack or get it delivered and put the can back into summer. That can be your six-pack. Must be 21 or over to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
Trust the leaders. FAS Windows and Doors. Go to FASWD.com.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch, if you're into that kind of thing, at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Welcome back to Real Radio 104.1 and The Jim Colbert Show. Now let's join President Biden.
In Afghanistan, the developments that have taken place in the last week, and the steps we're taking to address the rapidly evolving events. My national security team and I have been closely monitoring the situation on the ground in Afghanistan and moving quickly to execute the plans we had put in place to respond to every constituency, including and contingency, including the rapid collapse we're seeing now. I'll speak more in a moment about the specific steps we're taking, but I want to remind everyone how we got here and what America's interests are in Afghanistan. We went to Afghanistan almost 20 years ago with clear goals. Get those who attacked us on September 11, 2001, and make sure al-Qaeda could not use Afghanistan as a base from which to attack us again. We did that. We severely degraded al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. We never gave up the hunt for Osama bin Laden, and we got him. That was a decade ago. Our mission in Afghanistan was never supposed to have been nation building. It was never supposed to be creating a unified, centralized democracy. Our only vital national interest in Afghanistan remains today what it has always been: preventing a terrorist attack on America's homeland. I've argued for many years that our mission should be narrowly focused on counterterrorism, not counterinsurgency or nation building. That's why I opposed the surge when it was proposed in 2009 when I was vice president. And that's why, as president, I'm adamant that we focus on the threats we face today in 2021, not yesterday's threats. Today, the terrorist threat has metastasized well beyond Afghanistan. Al-Shabaab in Somalia, Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, al-Nusra in Syria, ISIS attempting to create a caliphate in Syria and Iraq, and establishing affiliates in multiple countries in Africa and Asia. These threats warrant our attention and our resources. We conduct effective counterterrorism missions against terrorist groups in multiple countries where we don't have permanent military presence. If necessary, we'll do the same in Afghanistan. We've developed counterterrorism over-the-horizon capability that will allow us to keep our eyes firmly fixed on the direct threats to the United States and the region, and act quickly and decisively if needed. When I came into office, I inherited a deal that President Trump negotiated with the Taliban. Under his agreement, U.S. forces would be out of Afghanistan by May 1, 2021, just a little over 3 months after I took office. U.S. forces had already drawn down during the Trump administration from roughly 15,500 American forces to 2,500 troops in country. And the Taliban was at its strongest militarily since 2001. The choice I had to make as your president was either to follow through on that agreement or be prepared to go back to fighting the Taliban in the middle of the spring fighting season. There would have been no ceasefire after May 1. There was no agreement protecting our forces after May 1. There was no status quo of stability without American casualties after May 1. There was only a cold reality of either following through on the agreement to withdraw our forces or escalating the conflict and sending thousands more American troops back into combat in Afghanistan, lurching into the third decade of conflict. I stand squarely behind my decision. After 20 years, I've learned the hard way that there was never a good time to withdraw U.S. forces. That's why we're still there. We were clear-eyed about the risks. We planned for every contingency, but I always promised the American people that I would be straight with you. The truth is, this did unfold more quickly than we had anticipated. So what's happened? Afghanistan political leaders gave up and fled the country. The Afghan military collapsed, sometime without trying to fight. If anything, the developments of the past week reinforced that ending U.S. military involvement in Afghanistan now was the right decision. American troops cannot and should not be fighting in a war and dying in a war that Afghan forces are not willing to fight for themselves. We spent over $1 trillion. We trained and equipped an Afghan military force of some 300,000 strong, incredibly well equipped, a force larger in size than the militaries of many of our NATO allies. We gave them every tool they could need. We paid their salaries, provided for the maintenance of their Air Force, something the Taliban doesn't have. Taliban does not have an Air Force. We provided close air support. We gave them every chance to determine their own future. What we could not provide them was the will to fight for that future. There's some very brave and capable Afghan special forces units and soldiers. But if Afghanistan is unable to mount any real resistance to the Taliban now, there is no chance that 1 year, 1 more year, 5 more years, or 20 more years of U.S. military boots on the ground would have made any difference. Here's what I believe to my core. It is wrong to order American troops to step up when Afghanistan's own armed forces would not. The political leaders of Afghanistan were unable to come together for the good of their people, unable to negotiate for the future of their country when the chips were down. They would never have done so while U.S. troops remained in Afghanistan, bearing the brunt of the fighting for them. And our true strategic competitors, China and Russia, would love nothing more than the United States to continue to funnel billions of dollars in resources and attention into stabilizing Afghanistan indefinitely. When I hosted President Ghani and Chairman Abdullah at the White House in June, and again when I spoke by phone to Ghani in July, we had very frank conversations. We talked about how Afghanistan should prepare to fight their civil wars after the U.S. military departed, to clean up the corruption in government so the government could function for the Afghan people. We talked extensively about the need for Afghan leaders to unite politically. They fail to do any of that. I also urge them to engage in diplomacy, to seek a political settlement with the Taliban. This advice was flatly refused. Mr. Ghani insisted that the Afghan forces would fight, but obviously he was wrong. So I'm left again to ask of those who argue that we should stay, how many more generations of America's daughters and sons would you have me send to fight Afghanistan's civil war when Afghan troops will not? How many more lives, American lives, is it worth? How many endless rows of headstones at Arlington National Cemetery? I'm clear on my answer. I will not repeat the mistakes we've made in the past. Mistake of staying and fighting indefinitely in a conflict that is not in the national interest of the United States, of doubling down on a civil war in a foreign country, of attempting to remake a country through the endless military deployments of U.S. forces. Those are the mistakes we cannot continue to repeat because we have significant vital interest in the world that we cannot afford to ignore. I also want to acknowledge how painful this is to so many of us. The scenes we're seeing in Afghanistan, they're gut-wrenching, particularly for our veterans, our diplomats, humanitarian workers, for anyone who has spent time on the ground working to support the Afghan people, for those who have lost loved ones in Afghanistan, and for Americans who have fought and served in the country, serve our country in Afghanistan. This is deeply, deeply personal. It is for me as well. I've worked on these issues as long as anyone. I've been throughout Afghanistan during this war, while the war was going on, from Kabul to Kandahar to the Kunar Valley. I've traveled there on 4 different occasions. I met with the people. I've spoken to the leaders. I spent time with our troops. And I came to understand firsthand what was and was not possible in Afghanistan. So now we're focused on what is possible. We will continue to support the Afghan people. We will lead with our diplomacy, our international influence, and our humanitarian aid. We'll continue to push for regional diplomacy and engagement to prevent violence and instability. We'll continue to speak out for the basic rights of the Afghan people, of women and girls, just as we speak out all over the world. I've been clear that human rights must be the center of our foreign policy, not the periphery. But the way to do it is not through endless military deployments. It's with our diplomacy, our economic tools, and rallying the world to join us.
We're going to continue the conversation after we take a break, and we're going to come back with Brandon Kravitz from 96.9 The Game and start talking sports on the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Clausman Law.
Stop and go traffic continues westbound on I-4 between World Drive and 429. It's also slow between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive. It's busy now eastbound on I-4 between Princeton Street and Lee Road, but we're still in good shape on the Beach Line, the Turnpike, the 408, and 417. Watch for a crash that may slow you down on Rouse Road at University Boulevard. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Walt Disney World Resort.
Be a part of the magic. Walt Disney World Resort is hosting a culinary and housekeeping job fair on August 24th and 25th. Available roles include great benefits like tuition assistance and childcare support. Visit waltdisneyworld.jobs/job fair to apply today.
It's hot. That's right. It's hot because we live in Central Florida. It's going to be hot for a while. Make sure your AC is ready for the heat that Florida has to offer. If you're new to the state, let me give you a heads up. Mills Air, that's who you need to call. And even if you've been here for a while and you're looking for someone you can lean on with that integrity and honesty that you could trust, Mills Air is the company. They've been doing it here in Central Florida for almost 30 years. And trust me, they know what they're doing. It was built by one guy. The exact way you want a company like this to come up with a guy who just had an idea that he was going to do it a little better. Next thing you know, 60 vans to cover you wherever you are in Central Florida. He can certainly take care of you. That's Leon Mills. Carrier factory authorized dealers means up to $2,700 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Turn to the experts at Carrier, and for sure, turn to Mills Air, family owned and operated, and ready to help you today. 407-277-1159. Find out more online at millsair.com.
Make the most of your investments. Certified Financial Group. Call pound 250 keyword certified planner.
With 7-Eleven 7 Rewards, you can get a 79-cent Big Gulp drink full of whatever you're into. It's a totally judgment-free zone, just as long as you have 79 cents. Soft drinks, craft lemonades, energy drinks, sports drinks. Mix them, don't mix them. This is America. Inside that Big Gulp cup is a big, safe space to let your freak flag fly with 79 cents. 7-Eleven. Take it to 11. Expires 8/24/21. 79 cents plus tax where applicable at select stores. See app for terms.
Hey there, homeowners. Are you experiencing pipe leaks? Do you have warm spots in your slab floor, or is your water bill unexpectedly high? A whole house repipe with brand new high-quality PEX or copper will permanently solve the problem. Repipe Specialists. Repipe in just 1 to 2 days at half the cost of a plumber with a lifetime guarantee. We'll even take 20% off our already low price and receive 0% interest when you call today at 407-449-8973. 407-449-8973. Or visit us at repipe.com.
Hello, Florida. Switching to Geico is a good idea, especially when you consider everything.
First off, Geico makes it easy to switch, and you can contact your local agent for personalized assistance.
But having a trusted insurer in your life could make you feel so secure that you'll want to do something dangerous like run through a cactus patch, and that never ends well.
Well, if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds on car insurance, and you could keep saving by bundling your motorcycle, boat, and RV, plus your renter's insurance.
But saving money might make you want to giggle gleefully, and when your mouth's open, a stray acorn could fall in there. It happens a lot, actually.
Well, they do have an industry-leading mobile app you can use to pay your bill, file and manage a claim, or add a new driver. And they offer discounts to military and federal employees.
And that might make you so happy that you start whistling all the time. Who likes whistling? Name one person.
Well, Geico is the largest car insurer in the state and has been saving people money for 85 years. It's hard to beat that.
But you're right.
Switch to Geico. It's obviously a good idea.
At Metro by T-Mobile, we don't think you should pay extra for unlimited 5G. Introducing the big 5G upgrade. Experience 5G speed at no extra cost. Ditch your overpriced connection with Boost and Cricket and save half off their top plans when you switch to Metro, the leader in prepaid. Get 1 line of unlimited smartphone data for just $25 a month with 5G access included at no extra cost. Plus, get a free Samsung Galaxy 5G with trade-in. All with the power of the T-Mobile 5G network. Rule your day with unlimited high-speed data and a free 5G phone. Only at Metro. Limited time in-store only. If congested data users greater than 35 gigabytes per month notice lower speeds and Metro customers notice lower speeds versus T-Mobile due to deprioritization. Leader based on prepaid subs June 2021. Save half based on one-line Boost and Cricket unlimited plans. See store for details.
Spectrum Business called their competitors to see if any of them could beat Spectrum's Business Internet Plus phone offer for $69.98 per month with no added phone taxes or fees. Here are real quotes from the competition.
How are they pulling in no fees and taxes? That's madness.
I would 100% go with Spectrum.
Even the competition recommends Spectrum Business. Call 855-339-5344 and switch to Spectrum Business today.
Competitor quotes from actual phone conversations. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
With RP Funding's digital mortgage, you can refinance your home loan to today's low rates from the comfort of your own home. Get started today and let me pay your closing costs. Lock in your low rate before it's too late. Visit rpfunding.com. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing Lender.
Tools help us tackle all kinds of challenges. The same goes for financial tools, like an Amscot cash advance. Up to $500 when you need it, with no credit check. Get started at amscot.com. Some restrictions apply.
Finish your summer with a true crime podcast binge with iHeart. No one else has more true crime podcasts. Go deep on cases, form your own theories, and even help out investigators in real time with true crime podcasts to die for. Like the new iHeart series, Murder in Illinois.
That dark side would come out.
Meet the new Dr. Death in the hit podcast's 3rd season.
His nickname was the Super Surgeon.
Plus hundreds more to get you hooked. It's True Crime Podcast Week. iHeart, #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app.
Any legal issue, Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Thank you for spending part of your Monday with us. If you're at work, hang in there. Another 40 minutes. Hopefully you'll be saying sayonara to the office. And in school, yeah, well, quit your complaining. Wait till you have a real job. Like I said, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Jim is off today. Unfortunately, he lost his mom over the weekend and is in Palatka right now making arrangements with his family. We're not really sure when he's going to be back, but in his place, you've got the usual mayhem with Deb, Jack, and Ross. And every Monday at this time, we welcome the very busy Brandon Kravis to join us from our sister station, 96.9 The Game, to talk some sports.
Yes,
this is where I'm going to fail miserably. So,
No!
Brandon, how's it going?
Well, it's good. And
Yeah, unless you're going to talk Roman Reigns or Jim Cornette or Busted Open, I've got nothing for you.
I got some of that for you if you want to do
Yeah,
that.
no, these guys
SummerSlam's around. SummerSlam is this coming Sunday.
Wow.
I do want to say, though, my condolences to Jim and his family.
Yeah.
Jim has been such an ally of mine around the building that I've just become such a big fan of his over the years. And to see any heartache on that side,
I know.
I feel for him. And, he'll come back when he's ready. And I know that one of the reasons I thought possibly he'd be here today, but I'm not surprised at all, of course, given the circumstances he's not, is that I know he uses this as a form of therapy, as many of us do.
It is.
It is. This isn't one of those jobs you need to take a long time away from, because if you go through something, you need your audience as much as they could ever possibly need you in their daily routine. So I'm sure he's feeling that way.
And it also reminds everyone, audience and host alike, that at the end of the day, we all are really more alike than we are different,
Oh, sure.
And, at the end of the day, there's families hopefully waiting for each and every one of us. And when something happens that affects that, it affects everyone. It's been really great to see the outpouring from everyone.
Yeah.
It's what was interesting, I ran into Mr. Kravitz in the hallway earlier today. He dropped a comment on me, and I'm wondering how this is possible given the fact that he is also the dad. How old is your son?
He's going to be 2 years old in October.
By the way,
already?
And I think I might have told you before, my favorite age is that window from 2 to 5. Their personality develops. The interaction is off the charts. You watch them figure things out. You're following storylines, and it's a lot of fun. Then you send them to school, and they ruin them. So that's your future. Okay.
So, by the way, Jack's kids were homeschooled.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
At this rate, that's an option. I never would have thought I would have said that.
Enjoy the next 3 years. It's all downhill from here.
Got it.
That said, you also dropped a comment that with the it's NFL preseason, I think all the teams played, and what was it you said to me?
I said I watched all the games. There was a piece of there's a piece of a white lie. I actually missed one. I missed
Adderall?
one.
Is that what it did? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
He didn't say no to the Adderall.
If that were the case, I would have made it clean through all of them. There was actually, I said all, and then I went through and I was like, oh, actually, I missed the Chargers-Raiders game. That was the only one I haven't watched yet. But don't worry, Jack, I will watch it.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with the NFL preseason. It's my time to pretend like I'm an NFL scout. This is how I find out of the guys that will take the field, who I like and who I don't like in fantasy football. You get your first look at some of the rookies that are out there. Those guys are not held back in the preseason, so it really becomes a tinge of rookie scouting. I watched these guys in college, but what do you look like when you put NFL pads on next to other NFL players? And what's your talent level? How is the team using you? And there are so many things that I'm looking for in watching these games. So to answer your question, because yes, Jack, on the weekends, time away from doing this for hours a day and the preparation and all of that, but the prep never stops. And I actually have discovered something, is NFL Game Pass.
Yes.
If you download the NFL app,
you
can subscribe, and there's actually a 7-day free trial if you wanted to give this a try for yourself. This is a free plug for the NFL.com. Not a sponsor. Although if they're interested.
Not an endorsement yet.
They have NFL Game Pass. So what you can do is after these games air, they then go into their on-demand vehicle, and you can watch a condensed version of the game. They take away, at the second a play ends, they're showing you the next one.
Yeah.
So all of that fluff of guys subbing in and out, in the huddle, the communication from the broadcasters, commercials, all of that stuff is eliminated. You can watch these games and not miss a play in 35 minutes.
Whoa.
And so I'm just sitting there just gobbling this up like it's Halloween candy. And I watched just about every single game. Those are the ones I watched on Game Pass. There were some that I actually watched when they were on the NFL Network, and those take many hours to get through. And yes, somehow my wife puts up with this. I don't.
And God bless
get it.
her. Yeah, no question. But it's interesting because I remember I stopped playing fantasy football because I just didn't have the time to commit, because it's important. Now is the time where you really have to do your research before your draft to really know depths, who's playing, and really watching these games is really the best way to get a feel for who are they using in certain scenarios and what's the potential upside with a lot of these players. So you're doing that homework, but it's also something that's required for your job as well. And with my brief stint working with that station and with a sports station, you are always on, where in talk, we are always thinking about things that we want to talk about and bring to the show. But Brandon, in your case, you are pretty much required to really be up to date on everything going on.
Totally. That's why I'm watching the preseason. Here's the thing. There are
Take that, Mrs. Kravitz.
I was actually explaining this to my wife over the weekend. There are certain things. I love all sports, and I would watch a variety whether I was doing this for a living or not.
Well, you didn't watch La Liga.
Well, exactly.
Yeah,
but
I mean, he's an American, and I wouldn't expect him.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
There are some things I pay
Some
attention
soccer
to. Well, I definitely don't count myself as the biggest soccer fan on
not
planet
you.
Earth. This guy, I would say.
I thought.
He's pointing to our room over here, and I am honored.
I know.
Ross and Jack are very real soccer fans.
I know I am.
I'd say at an equal level.
I'm a big soccer fan, but I also know that I'm an American, and I do not expect it to go quickly mainstream. Hell, I just called it soccer. I know what blood is in my body.
You don't want to run off too many of the Americans listening to this show.
Right.
But
Where's the eagle?
If I stopped doing this tomorrow, I would still watch every single preseason game. It is just, it's in my blood. I don't know how to describe it. I just love it, and I enjoy this process. And there are sometimes I never complain about what I do for a living in general, no matter what I'm covering, no matter what I'm watching, and any of that. I enjoy all of it. But there are certain things that just fit like a glove because I'd be doing it anyway.
Right.
And now I just get to do it and pretend like I can use the jack line. I'm doing it for work.
Yeah.
But
now,
really,
don't
I'd
say
be doing
that,
it
'cause
anyway.
She could be listening right now.
She knows. She knows. We talked about this because that was what I described. I said there are certain things that I do where I'd watch like that random NBA game on a Thursday night. If I wasn't in sports talk radio, I'd take the night off of that. But I'll watch it and I enjoy it. But like I'm tuning in. I'm tuning into that.
Honey, I'm not enjoying this.
Exactly. This is homework.
Hate watching the Rockets.
Yeah.
Something like that. But this, I would just be doing this anyway. This is one of my top passions.
Well, part of the reason is because it pays off. So were there any young players, anyone that really stood out, especially maybe some players in the preseason that you hear the other sports analysts maybe giving a lot of love to, but they're kind of missing out on this uncut gem that maybe you saw over the weekend? Or do you pretty much agree that the stars to watch are the ones you already know their names?
So there are a couple of angles to that. There were 5 quarterbacks drafted in the first round of this year's NFL draft. And the common thought is if you have, and that's I think that might be the highest number ever. If not, it's close to it. But either way, when you have that many quarterbacks taken in the first round, there's going to be a bust. That's the way that it's perceived. It's just automatically just pick the guy that you think there's going to be somebody that doesn't pay off. And that has been the way that it works. Percentages would be in your favor if that's your argument. One of the things that I thought after the draft and all this weekend did was confirm the bias that I already had towards my own opinion. All of these guys I'm just being honest. All of these guys are going to be good for their respective teams. Trevor Lawrence was drafted 1. Zach Wilson out of BYU went 2 to the Jets. Trey Lance to the 49ers. Justin Fields to the Chicago Bears. And Mac Jones to the New England Patriots. Between talent level and the fit for some of these guys, it was on full display. Every single one of those guys that I just mentioned, they had some moments where they were rough. It was also the first time they ever put on an NFL jersey and played for an NFL team, studying a playbook that they are just now getting a hold of. So, of course, they're going to look a little rough around the edges, but every single one of them made a splash play that made you just go, oh, wow, they're going to be really good. And I don't think there's going to be a single bust in the first round with the quarterback position. It'll be the first time that we've ever seen anything like that.
Out of those 5 drafts, out of those 5 quarterbacks, tell me it's not Justin Fields that made the biggest wave.
It was.
It had to have been, right?
Yeah, he was definitely the guy that took everyone by storm the most.
Out of Chicago?
He showed off a cannon of an arm, good decision making. He can run outside of the pocket. He ran for a touchdown. He was somebody that got them all charged up. The Chicago Bears have never in their history. I mean, you'd have to go back to when they weren't even wearing face masks. It was leather helmets of them having a super relevant, high quality quarterback in the NFL. Jim McMahon was a pop culture icon.
I love how
I knew you were going to do that.
I love how Brandon Kravitz has the ability to read minds, because as my face kind of lights up, he immediately goes to the person he knows I'm thinking about.
He was decent, but he was more pop culture relevant than he was dominant in the NFL.
It was so much fun. Do you remember, and this is not a dig, I forget exactly how old you are. Probably you were too young, right?
I was born the year they won the Super Bowl, so I definitely don't remember that run.
It was a lot of hype with the Super Bowl shuffle and the fridge and all of that, but it was a fun time. They were a fun team to watch.
Yeah. Well, now I think Bears fans will be as excited going into this season. Maybe not as excited as that, but the closest they've been since the mid-'80s for Chicago because of what their quarterback position now entails, if their coaching staff makes the right decision, because they have the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, as the starter right now, and he has not been unseated.
Will they own Green Bay? That's what Deb wants to know.
Oh, Jack Bradshaw.
What? I'm asking the expert.
I'm glad you brought up Green Bay, by the way, because they were also a highlight to this weekend, or a low light. They were a low light, in my opinion. of the players that I was watching for to see, I was so interested to see
What do I have
how
to
they
throw?
would play. Let me spit this out real fast before she finds anything. She found something way faster than I thought she would.
That's all right. She's a Green Bay fan. She's starting to learn how to forget how to throw.
Well, if you throw anything like Jordan Love, I'm not worried about it.
Ouch.
He is. He's the guy the Packers drafted in the first round
Don't
a year
look
ago.
at me. Don't talk to me.
So
I'm not
that
listening to you. I'm in my happy place.
They could replace Aaron Rodgers, much like they drafted Aaron Rodgers to replace Brett Favre. This organization has made a history of this over the last 30 years, and they do it better than anybody else. Aaron Rodgers is not playing in the preseason. Jordan Love is finally getting a time to shine and showcase. We've really never seen him throw a ball in a Packers uniform because they didn't have a preseason last year.
Right.
He was okay, and then he got hurt. And with all of these guys flashing something dynamic, Jordan Love was not one of them. And it was a disappointment. You talk about first-round busts. If I was going to name anybody over the last 2 years that I'm like, that's not going to pan out, it's Jordan Love. Now, the benefit that he has is that it's not like he has to go out there and play. He didn't have to play last year, and he's not going to play this year. So he does have a chance to sit back, continue to learn the offense, and maybe he can pick things up from an efficiency.
He better. He's got 1 year. He's got 1 year.
Is that the estimation that Rodgers will be a Packer one more year?
Oh, that's it.
And then gone?
That's it.
Yeah, he actually just had an interview with Peter King, who's covered the NFL for decades.
Yeah, it's front office, more F-ups with the front office.
He thought that last year was going to be his last year, whether that be because of his own frustration or because the Packers were just going to move off of him. We forget this now because of how great Rodgers was last year. The year prior, so 2019, Rodgers dipped. He kind of fell off a little bit to where he was still
like his heart was in the game, and
he just wasn't quite the same guy. He dealt with some injuries. He wasn't efficient. He made a bunch of mistakes, and then they draft a quarterback. He wasn't bad. He just wasn't great like he'd been throughout his career. And then they go and they trade up to draft a quarterback in the first round, and Aaron Rodgers is like, I'm coming off of a rough year. They just traded into the first round to draft a quarterback. Writing's on the wall. You got to know when your replacement's in the building, and he kind of figured that one out. And then he goes out and has an MVP season, and all of a sudden Green Bay's like, well, we weren't going to move off of you just yet, Aaron.
And there were some other mistakes that the front office made that were really just kind of just show that they take for granted the caliber of quarterback they have, acting like there's one waiting in the wings, like when it was Favre and Rodgers. It's not that situation now. We're really looking at going back to being the armpit of the NFL, which is what growing up in Green Bay in the 70s and 80s when it was the Cowboys, the Steelers, the fridge, with the Bears, and no texting service. I'm not saying duh Bears, but yeah, so I'm not ready to go through with that. But again, it's more front office mistakes. It's not the coach. That's tough to take as a fan.
Deb, just be thankful
for what
you have been able to experience something you and for Packer fans out there.
Shut up.
That many other fan bases have not. You have had two incredible runs.
Yeah,
with
whatever.
Two separate Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
Whatever.
Let me talk to you from a Dolphin fan.
No, I know.
Who saw the back end of a broken down Dan Marino, and since then has had Jack Squat at quarterback.
Thank you for saying squat.
Kill for 1 year of Aaron Rodgers play. I might. And the Packer fans are so spoiled.
We
but
are.
Here's the thing. So is the organization.
And that's the problem.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a problem with the fan base is like, well, we're just good all the time. This is we are gifted great quarterback play because we're Packer fans. And the organization kind of acts like that too, where it's like, we'll just find the next guy. It's not that easy.
Rodgers was right. People don't come here for vacation. They come here to win championships and to play with a caliber quarterback like himself. And without him, I just don't know how they're going to draw big name talent.
The funny thing about that comment is that since he's been with the team, they haven't really signed big name free agents anyway. So he said, well, they're not coming here to play for the Packers. They're coming here to play with me, but nobody's going there to play. They do a really good job drafting good players for the most part. The reason the Packers have been good outside of Aaron Rodgers, their roster is good, is because of that front office. So there's two sides to this, and both sides are right, and that's why there's tension, because both have their feet dug into the ground. They both think that they're right about this, and you can make an argument for both, like any great argument.
Wanted to ask you this. Tell me if there has, because I'm kind of like a neutral in the NFL. I love the NFL, but I also know what it what it takes to be a fan and what that feeling is, and I just simply put don't have a team. So I usually just tend to lean on the Florida teams. Has there been a better year for football in the state of Florida ever? When you have the excitement coming out of Jacksonville, you have the hopeful excitement, also a solid season from Miami, and then, of course, Tampa Bay winning the Super Bowl. Has there been any more hype and promise going into this next NFL season when it comes to solely Florida football teams?
No, absolutely not.
I'm so stoked and jazzed for this next year for those three teams. It's going to be so much fun to watch.
And you can add college into that, too. And it all starts and ends with the quarterback position. Every team in this state that we pay attention to has a quarterback that's high profile, interesting, potentially elite or already there. I mean, the GOAT is in the house. Tom Brady is playing in this state. You've got Trevor Lawrence, who's supposed to be the second coming at quarterback. Tua, there's still a question mark there, but he's got the potential to be great. And if he's not great, he'll at least be interesting because of all of the hype he had coming into the league. At the college level, Dylan Gabriel's one of the best college quarterbacks, not for little old UCF. He is a top 5 college quarterback going into this year. You've got De'Aaron King down in Miami. He's excellent. Mackenzie Milton's returning at FSU or for FSU.
That's going to be interesting to watch.
Oh, my God.
Sad.
The best comeback
And
story
awesome.
maybe in the history of football. It really they can make movies about this
when
stuff.
they talk about, when they go from amputation due to an injury on the field
To him playing again.
To playing again, it's just regardless of whatever uniform he's wearing, good on him.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Sorry, Rudy.
Tua, is he playing all year? What do you think?
I think so.
You think he makes the year?
He had one of those performances in the preseason that people, it just depends. Tua is such a polarizing opinion because you can watch him and see the greatness in him, and you can watch him and see the okay in him. He had an interception where he had a tight end that was wide open down the middle of the field. He waited until he had a safety right on top of him, and he throws the ball right to the defensive player. Everybody's focusing on that. He had a lot of nice throws. I think he's going to be a good quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. He'll never be considered one of the best in the NFL, but if he can be good enough for them to win games, that's all they need.
Well, it's been great as always. Every Monday, we welcome Brandon Kravitz from 96.9 The Game, and next Monday, when you're back, I'm sure you won't have nearly as much to say.
I still have so much that I didn't even get to bring up.
I know.
Are you sure we have to go to break? This segment
La
brought to you by...
La Liga.
Oh, damn, I forgot to mention that. This segment brought to you by Certified Financial
Screw
Group.
all of you.
Don't just trust anybody with your money. Certified Financial Group is on your side. 12 certified financial planners all under one roof. Their mission, their standard is to put you first. So if you're ready for a second opinion, find them online at financialgroup.com or dial pound 250 and say the keyword Certified Planner.
All right. Well, Brandon Kravitz, 96.9 The Game. Thank you, sir.
It was my pleasure.
We appreciate your expertise every week. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. More mayhem will commence on the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mikey, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And this evening and early tonight, tracking thunder showers thanks to a tropical storm Fred that made landfall at 2:15 on the Panhandle, now departing heading up into Georgia, but dragging behind it heavy tropical moisture. Now the rain ends after 10 p.m. tonight, the low 76. Tomorrow the high 92, but the chance for rain 60%, so it remains likely before the moisture finally dissipates by the end of the week, when we'll have a 40% chance of rain by Friday. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. You may have heard that Allstate has new low auto rates, but isn't it time to see for yourself? With Allstate, you can lower your rates, not your expectations. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
Floridians are fighting back. We're coming together to do our part. Getting a vaccine can protect not only you, but your loved ones too. It's easy, it's safe, it's effective. It doesn't matter where you live. If you are eligible to receive the vaccine, there's a vaccine available for you. As we get back to normal, let's do this together. Learn more at floridahealthcovid19.gov.
Hey Orlando, this is Paul Anka for PDQ.
PDQ from start to closing, afternoon to night. Made to order, never frozen, with love in every bite. Quality that's fast and fresh, that's our pledge to you. For chicken just made so much better, count on PDQ.
Did you know that the majority of adults are unsure if their advisors are obligated to act in their best interests?
If you're not sure, trust Certified Financial Group. With 12 certified financial planners, they serve as fiduciaries and are committed to acting in your best interest. They even put their guarantee in writing.
Schedule your no-obligation visit at financialgroup.com, where they're planning tomorrow today. Financial planning and investment advice for a fee through Certified Advisory Corporation, a registered investment advisor.
If you're from Orlando, you know how we do food in the City Beautiful. We waffle our chicken in Metro Diner, udon our noodles at Bento Asian Kitchen, and ye can always find the golden tenders at PDQ. That's why there's DoorDash. Get food from every neighborhood in Orlando. Food so good, it'll make you happier than that other happy place in town. Download the DoorDash app now to find your local favorites, made by Orlando. Order on DoorDash.
When I met you in the summer.
It's time to live, laugh, and create memories again with MSC Cruises. Join us on some of the world's most modern and innovative ships. Discover again at our new private island, Ocean Key MSC Marine Reserve, named Best New Cruise Destination. Cruise the Caribbean and Bahamas from Miami or Port Canaveral from $159 per person. Rest easy with flexible booking changes. Call your travel advisor or visit msccruises.com. Restrictions apply. MSC Cruises, a world of discovery.
O'Reilly. O'Reilly Auto Parts specializes in keeping your car on the road. Not sure how much life is left in your battery? Our professional parts people will test it for free. If it does need to be replaced, we'll help you find just the right one to fit your car. Our Superstart batteries are built to handle even the toughest conditions. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The summer of can is here, and since we finally can, let's make it a premium summer. Fancy sausage at the barbecue, a full theater for camping, a fully gold bathing suit at the pool. Because Heineken is made with premium malt and their famous A yeast. So go premium with the crisp, ice-cold can of Heineken. Pick up a pack or get it delivered and put the can back into summer. That can be your six-pack. Must be 21 or over to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
Night racing returns to Daytona International Speedway, and Real Radio has your chance to take in the action. Race over to realradio.fm/contest now to register for your shot to win tickets to the Coke Zero Sugar 400 under the lights at the World Center of Racing on Saturday, August 28th. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 is the final push for the playoffs with 16 spots up for grabs. Adult tickets start at just $49 and are available right now at Daytona International Speedway.com or by calling 1-800-PIT-SHOP.
This year full of Real Radio is brought to you by Clausman Law. Car crash? Call Glenn Clausman. ClausmanLaw.com.
Now that we've all quit Facebook and started talking to each other again. What's that? Nobody's quit Facebook? Facebook.com/RealRadioOrlando. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Hope you've had a great Monday. Soon looking office in the rearview mirror on your way home. Don't forget you can take us with you with the free iHeartRadio app. And when you get home, you can also tell your smart speaker to tune in, and you don't have to miss a minute of the program. Jim is off today. If you hadn't heard the news, unfortunately, he did lose his mother over the weekend. So Jim is in Palatka right now making arrangements. In his place, you've got Deb, Jack, and Ross, and we are changing things up since this is going to be a different week with Jim in and not in. We're not really sure when those days are going to be. Normally, we would do What'd You Do That's New Tuesday, tomorrow. But it was Jack's assignment, and Jack isn't going to be in, so we're going to do that today. Let's just do it now.
If you say so, boss.
Careful. I like that.
What'd you do that's new?
Felt good.
What'd you do that's new?
Yeah.
We're the open new, something new to do. We're relying on you. Tell us something new brought to you by Clausman Law.
Yes, thank you, Clausman Law. If you've been in a car, truck, or a motorcycle accident, Glenn Clausman is the man to know. You can give him a call at 407-917-1718 or check him online at clausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com. Really, truly a great man and a great attorney. What'd you do that's new is quickly become my favorite segment on the show. Every week, we go around the room. A member of the show will assign something to read, watch, or listen to, usually an hour or less. We kind of vary on the times. That kind of offers a peek into that person's personality, something that makes them tick, something they find interesting. And this one is a mystery.
Yeah.
This was fascinating. I can't wait to actually get to work on it.
You have the same question as me, right?
Yeah.
Why? Why? Why'd you choose this?
First of all, Jack, what did you assign? And then get to the biggest question in the room. Why?
Okay, well, this was in my back pocket for a little bit. I had for a couple months. I had this and wasn't sure when I was going to release it. It's like when I didn't have something else really pressing that I wanted to share.
Right.
Because usually it was the day before. I'm like, I might as well, because the previous thing, we try to keep these at an hour or less. And the last time I put something out there, it
Summer
was
of Soul.
Summer of Soul, thank you. And it was closer to 2 hours,
but
right?
worth every minute.
I agree with that, okay? However, I also know I'm asking you guys to devote your time. And Jimmy and Ross seem to be those kids who do their homework assignment like an hour before class on the last day.
Yeah, but it gets turned in.
However, so I was more being respectful of your time and not assigning you something longer. So I figured I'm going to make up for it this week and give you something shorter. Now, at one point, many months ago, I went out to lunch with Jim Phillips. Used to host the Phillips File here on Real Radio. Jim is a hobbyist. We had a lovely lunch, and then he goes, I got something for you. Went to his car.
That's why.
And he gave me what he said is a shaker box, okay? I meant to bring it in today to show you guys, and my apologies, I forgot. But then he said, I made this, and it's not the first time Jim has given me and people on the show things that he has made. As a hobbyist, and he does a lot of woodworking, he has made bowls, tops. He's done this for Christmas gifts, chopsticks.
Did he use that grinding block and get that feathering down on those phalanges there where the basket came together?
You're saying a lot of words, and I'm sure.
It was in the 7.5 minute video, Jack.
It was so long ago, Deb. You don't even know. You don't even know.
That basket had phalanges?
So Jim said, if you get a chance, YouTube how to make a shaker box, and you get a little, then you can see how it was done. So I assigned you guys the video of how to make an oval shaker box. It was a 6.5 minute video. You can find the link at jimcolbertlive.com. We have the master list for What'd You Do That's New, and it's there where you can watch it. And it's it looks like it's like a 30-year-old video.
Easily.
That you'd watch on PBS and, two guys in a wood shop. But it is fascinating.
Well, is this cherry wood or is this balsam?
Right. It is kind of fascinating, the process of how they make this. And what's even more, the Shakers, a religious sect.
Yes.
And
very simple style, very clean, but just really rustic. I love the Shaker style.
Right. So, and a couple hundred years ago, you did not have Tupperware. And Shaker boxes were like pantry boxes that they said there was a time almost every home in
onions or potatoes
would have a shaker style box that you would use for storage. And so it's just a really thin wood box. It's an oval one. It has a lid and it's really beautiful, but you can see that in the video. And I wish I remembered, maybe after I get back from my trip, I'll bring it in so you can see, because it is really fascinating.
I bet.
Jim Phillips did an amazing job making it. Yeah, and the stuff he does, I used to kid him. I'm like, you bought this. It's like the quality is just off the charts.
And when you do watch the video again, you're going to be reminded that little shaker box he made was a 3-day process because of having to boil the wood to get it supple enough that you could bend it. Then you have to give that 24 hours to dry for the the binding, and then the handle has to be soaked and another 24 hours to dry.
So mine what Jim made me didn't have a handle. It actually had a lid, which has to fit on top. Which
Another
is
24 hours to wait.
Right. So I have it on my entertainment center at home, and it honestly looks like something that you might have ashes in or something.
Right.
Or store your weed.
Right. Oh, that too.
Well, that's just pre-ash.
Okay. So that was why I assigned something so
now
peculiar.
we know.
It's 6.5 minutes long. It's how you make a shaker box. And you can get the link from our website, as I mentioned. What do you guys think?
I'll go first. I thought it was a very odd choice of all right, Napoleon Dynamite showed up for what you do that's new. I like to make boxes, and they're really high design. I learned a lot, though. I learned that I will never be able, I guess I would be able to make it after watching this. I just don't know if I have the interest in doing so. I don't know.
At least he's honest, man.
I did not know. I will say this. The most fascinating part about it was I've always wondered, how'd you make that wood bend?
Right.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
Because wood snaps. But no, you got to give it a little hot bubble bath, and then you can bend that bad boy to your will.
As long as you make sure that the grain is running the long way and that, on the cut that it's running vertical, so then that way it will actually bend and not split. That's one of the things he'd explained in the video.
Yeah, so that was definitely my favorite part, that you just got to steam this thin piece of wood, and then it gets malleable.
Mm-hmm.
So that was definitely my favorite part. I know that I won't make one of these, but I did find it interesting, and a little bit more interesting than I thought going into it.
I found it very interesting. I don't know whether or not I will make it, but the thing I took away and appreciated the most out of the video,
that guy's ponytail,
which was pretty sweet, but I don't know, that brown corduroy vest was, let's not get started. But the thing I appreciated the most was the simplicity of the project. It's really something that you could, you don't have to have a belt sander, or,
right.
Not a jigsaw. What was the bandsaw?
Table saw.
Not the table saw. Well, he actually used a utility knife. But the other thing I really liked about the video is that there were things that he just simply made in the shop to make this process a lot easier.
Yes.
And those were the things I was the most impressed with. Not only his craftsmanship, but the little things he made that kind of just made that project that much easier.
This was okay. It's like, you know what? The other thing I've been kind of falling into, I've been watching old episodes of This Old House.
Oh, that's fun to watch.
It is, and with Norman the Master Carpenter,
right?
And all the stuff they're doing on. It's just it kind of motivates me to do stuff around my house, which could be dangerous.
Exactly. So stick with wooden shaker boxes.
Yeah.
So, Ross, what do you have since you're up next?
Guys, I am giving you guys something pretty long. It is a movie. However, I strongly suggest, in fact, I'm demanding that you watch it with your significant others, because I am suggesting a rom-com. What? It is one of the best movies I have seen in a very long time.
Modern Love?
Writing top-notch, acting top-notch. The premise of it, I thought it was so good. It's called Palm Springs. It's on Hulu. It was an independent movie. It's featuring Andy Samberg from SNL, but he's this is the best work I think he's ever done.
Well, he's also Hotel Transylvania, so some pretty big shoes to fill.
Imagine Groundhog's Day, but with more of a twist, I would say. And I strongly suggest / demand that you watch it with your significant others, because by the end of it, I definitely looked at my fiance with a whole different tone when I said, I love you. So I think you guys will really enjoy it.
Okay.
I thought the movie was a straight 10 to me. It's super funny. It's super funny. Everything about it was a grand slam to me. So that is what I am suggesting to you guys for what you do that's new. The movie Palm Springs on Hulu.
All right. Excellent. Well, you'll be able to find that as soon as Jack puts it up on the master list at JimColbertLive.com. Keep it right here. We're going to take a quick break, but don't forget, we've got a keyword coming up in 3 minutes and a lot more fun on the other side of the break right here on the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
What you do that's new, brought to you by Glenn Clausman, KLAUSAN.
ListenANLAW.com. Proudly sponsored since day one by Glenn Klausman. KlausmanLaw.com.
Your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival is minutes away on Real Radio.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, shop the rest, buy from the best, goldsmithjewelry.com.
Still a stop-and-go ride heading west on I-4 between World Drive and 429, and we're seeing delays between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive. Eastbound steady between Conroy Road and OBT, and also between Ivanhoe Boulevard and Lee Road. An accident coming in north on the Turnpike between State Road 50 and Mineola, taking up the right lane. Use some extra caution as you make your way by. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Take the shortcut to your next great hire. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, Instant Match immediately delivers a list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Springtime is a great time for a beautiful new fence from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence. You know, Mossy Oak Fence will add appeal and value to your home, plus, more importantly, provide safety and security for your family, kids, and pets. Mossy Oak Fence sets the standard for quality and offers the best warranty in the business. These are premium quality custom fences that are built to last. All you have to do is call or visit mossyoakfences.com, where your family's safety and security are their number one priority. It's mossyoakfences.com.
Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Ram, and GMC, Nations Trucks has got them all, and during the Summer of Truck sales event, you're going to take advantage of interest rates as low as 1.99% and make no payments for 120 days with approved credit. Before you buy any truck, new or used, visit nationstrucks.com.
You've heard of a pro tip. Here's a mo tip. If you are in an accident, take pictures of everything. The damage, the roadways, and the other drivers, and call the police. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate online at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Also accepting real estate donations.
Everybody's loving what's going on at International Diamond Center. There's never been a better time to save on fine jewelry, from engagement rings and wedding bands to earrings and pendants. Right now, get IDC's best price. Plus, spread your payments over 3 years with 0 interest. And if you buy now, IDC will even cover your first 2 payments. It doesn't get any better than this. And IDC's selection has never been better. GIA certified diamonds in all shapes and sizes. Thousands of designer engagement rings. Case after case of fashion jewelry from the world's top designers. Pick any item, divide by 36, and that's your payment. And as a bonus, IDC will cover your first 2 payments. Plus, everything comes with a free lifetime warranty. Or if you prefer, now through August 31st, you can take advantage of huge savings on your wedding bands. You can save 25% right now on all IDC wedding bands. It's IDC's Summer of Savings, a truly extraordinary limited time offer. Now through August 31st, and only at International Diamond Center. 4 Orlando locations on approved credit.
Make this the summer of Ram, with the only truck brand to win Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 years in a row. Right now, well-qualified returning FCA lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab 4x2 for $299 a month for 36 months with $2,999 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra, no security deposit required. Call 1-877-RAM-5722 for details. Requires dealer contribution at least through Chrysler Capital. Current lease must end by 8/31/2022. Extra charge for miles over 30,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 8/31/2021.
People sometimes may wonder why they need a big law firm after their injury. Imagine you're on your way to work and then bam, your whole life changes. You're injured and now you have to fight for justice. Your opponent is not the driver of the car that hit you. It's their insurance company. When you're fighting to get what you deserve, it's go big or go home. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You could save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit spectrummobile.com/save for details.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/7/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
You do not want your AC to break down when it gets hot in the summertime in Central Florida, so make sure you get hold of Mills Air. They can help you with preventative maintenance on all brands. Preventative maintenance can save you so much money. They can detect upcoming breakdowns and you're not stuck. MillsAir.com. That's MillsAir.com.
Are you a Slurpee drink connoisseur? Do you know the secret to the perfect big gulp drink mix? Find your next job with the world's #1 convenience store. 7-Eleven, Speedway, and our independent 7-Eleven franchise business owners are hiring. Stop by your local store or visit us online to apply today. Equal Opportunity Employer.
Trust the leaders. FAS Windows and Doors. Go to FASWD.com.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival now. Text the nationwide keyword Vegas. 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 To the number 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's Vegas. To the number 200-200. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch. Yeah. We like it when you watch. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Happy Monday. Thank you so much for spending part of it with us. Hope you had a great start to the new work and school week. And then we get to have Tuesday, Monday's ugly sister. Jim is off because, unfortunately, he lost his mother on Saturday and is now with his family in Palatka as they make arrangements. He may or may not be in tomorrow. Ross said it best, really, at the beginning of the show today. It's just hang with us. It's going to be a wild and weird week, right?
Yeah. I'll be producing for the rest of the week.
Oh, wow, that's right, because starting tomorrow, our very own Mr. Bradshaw.
Yep. Wait 2 years to take a vacation, and it seems to be a really bad week.
You've waited 2 years to go on vacation.
Well, I like most people. I think most people have not gone places, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
right.
I think it's been like 4 or 5 for Chris.
I mean, I used my vacation time last year. I mean, we do our 2 weeks at the end of the year, but the furthest I traveled, seriously, the furthest I traveled last year during our Christmas break was to Beefy King to have lunch with Ross.
My man.
And he's like, when he told me about this great idea to bring comedy out to the outskirts of our community.
Which has been a great idea, by the way. But you are...
Wild success.
Wild success. You're finally, like a lot of folks, you said, Jack, taking that vacation 2 years. Mm-hmm. And this is, for a lot of couples, this is not as common as, well, we're going on vacation. This is actually a trip that you're just going on yourself.
Yeah, and my wife did a week like earlier in the year, she did her New Hampshire trip, which is her genealogy research. And when you have kids and pets and stuff, it was just easier to navigate. You know, she did that. She encouraged me to do this, to go to my wife does not want to go to Yankee games. My wife does not want to eat pizza every day. And I have that freedom to kind of move around and, you know, hang out with family members and stuff and take advantage of that.
Is it really pizza every day? Is this an exaggeration?
Well, no, I want to eat it often. I want to eat pizza often. There's
street pizza's the best.
Well, just New York and New Jersey pizza. I grew up making pizza in New Jersey. It just it's different.
I challenge you then.
What's your challenge, Ross?
I challenge you to eat pizza every day. I don't care if it's street pizza. I don't care if it's a bagel
He
bite.
will not have a problem with that.
No. I'm on board. It's just, you know, logistically being if I'm in a place where I can.
Well, listen.
Because I will be taking a break for, there's the Italian sub. My very first Italian sub, I think I was in 5th grade. Well, I rode my bike to De Niro's on a Saturday to meet Rob Lestershock. And we got the number 1 there, and it was
life-changing.
It was life-changing because to this day, it is the best Italian sub. And I know this because when I went back a couple years ago, I had it again, and it was still the best Italian sub I ever had. And the closest I've got to that is the number 13 at Jersey Mike's Way.
What?
You know, yeah. That's as close as it comes, but it's not even there. So I'm looking forward to going to De Niro's.
Here's an opportunity for you to weigh in.
La Spada, Stasia.
On Jack's vacation.
I've had 'em. You know what? They're good. They're different. They're not the best.
Listen, go to the Jim Colbert Show? Where's our Twitter?
The Jim Colbert Show at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter.
Okay, at Jim Colbert Show at Twitter. Because we have a question up there. One of the opportunities that's presented itself while Jack is in New York, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Is to see Bruce Springsteen for it's not even $400. Someone texted in and said there's a code apparently.
Yeah, well, we don't know if that's officially true.
But do you think that Jack, we want you to weigh in. Should Jack skip a family barbecue? One of your options is that he does go to the family barbecue, or
it's close.
Does he go see a rare show, Bruce Springsteen? Welcome, We Love New York City, part of the big celebrity rollout of New York is open again, baby. Should he go see Bruce Springsteen in Central Park? Where are we at with that Twitter poll?
So, it's how should Jack spend this Saturday night in New York / New Jersey? Springsteen for $400 or family barbecue at 53%. We've already had 120 votes. At 53%, it says Springsteen for $400.
Really?
Alex.
Yeah, I'm telling you, babe. Telling you got to do it.
Yeah.
You got to do it. It's an experience.
You're 100%. It's one of those moments where you look back at the famous, the Central Park concert with Paul Simon and Jennifer Hudson. Yeah, how could you miss that? You know?
Exactly.
And don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to judge your family a little bit. I don't think they're that good at barbecuing. I don't think they're good at smoking meats. What are they going to do? What is it? Is it going to be pulled pork? Do you even know?
I don't know. It could be pizza for all I know.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
So you're telling me that you might miss Bruce Springsteen over Domino's?
Yeah. No. Oh, my God. I will hang you with my lanyard.
Well, I'm acting out your family.
You think I'm going to eat chain pizza one time when I'm there?
I don't know.
How dare you?
I think you might.
I wouldn't feed that to the dog.
I think you got it in you because you just chose Jersey Mike's over a bunch of killer subs.
You know what? They're good. They're not different. They're different in their own way. But I'm just saying, I had Stasio's. Yeah, it's good. It's a good sub.
I feel like sushi freaks you out. So
I like sushi.
You do?
I'm a fan. Oh, hell yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you like?
Spicy tuna roll.
Spicy tuna roll?
Yeah, right on.
I was gonna say California.
We're
getting somewhere here.
I know.
But go to the concert. This is like they might as well just name this event Jack Bradshaw Woodstock.
Thank you. Hey, we knew Jack was in town, so we scheduled this.
Yeah.
Someone had said it. This is your sister's fault because who from Jersey throws a family event when Bruce is playing?
You don't do that. I think that's against the law.
It is. Technically, I think it is against the law.
I think I saw that in Sopranos or something. I don't know.
So at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter, weigh in. Should Jack spend the You spend that money on your wife, your daughters. Why shouldn't you spend it on yourself and go see Bruce Springsteen in Central Park or go to a family barbecue?
Yeah, love yourself and don't love your family. It's not that tall of an order. Be a little selfish for once.
For once. Real quick, we're going to take a quick break, but I did want to bring you this breaking news. Fred, of course, has already made landfall in the Florida Panhandle. But along with Fred, there are now 2 other named storms in the Atlantic Basin. Of course, we have Tropical Depression Grace and now Tropical Storm Henry. Another storm, thankfully, that is not expected to impact Florida. But, of course, we'll keep our eye on that. And when we come back from taking a break, we're going to revisit the president's speech earlier this afternoon regarding Afghanistan. We're going to do that next, so keep it right here on The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Orlando City remains on the road to face Nashville SC this Wednesday. Coverage starts at 8 on our sister station, FM 96.9 The Game and iHeartRadio. Orlando City matches on Real Radio are brought to you by Mossy Oak Fence.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Clausman Law.
Still a stop-and-go ride heading west on I-4 between World Drive and 429, and we're seeing delays between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive. Eastbound steady between Conroy Road and OBT, and also between Ivanhoe Boulevard and Lee Road. An accident coming in north on the Turnpike between State Road 50 and Mineola, taking up the right lane. Use some extra caution as you make your way by. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Connect has amazing prices for everything on your back-to-school list. Right now, Crayola 12-count colored pencils, 10 plus 2 Crayola marker bonus packs, and Staples 2-pack scissors are just 97 cents each. Offer ends 9/18. Limit 30 on Crayola. Limit 6 on scissors. Staples.
We mentioned our Twitter poll at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter. It's brought to you by WeAreNotTheBanks.com. If you're ready to start looking for a new home or refinance a home you're in, then you need Brad Siebert at WeAreNotTheBanks.com. They have loans for all types of buyers, self-employed, investor loans, good credit, even bumps in your credit. Brad can work with you because he has all types of loans, VA loans, conventional, FHA, jumbo loan of all sizes, even no income documentation loans. Brad Siebert has seen it all when it comes to financing homes. I used them for a refi several years ago. I knew what I needed every step of the way, and we closed in really quick time. I trust them. You can check them out at WeAreNotTheBanks.com for all your mortgage needs. NMLS ID number 205696, Equal Opportunity Lender.
There are 16 spots in the playoffs and just one track left. Well, not just any track. Daytona, a last chance to keep playoff hopes alive. It's time to bring your friends and family to watch the drama unfold up close and in person. NASCAR comes to Daytona International Speedway August 27th and 28th. Tickets start at just $49. Get yours at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
When choosing a health plan, everything's important. Like knowing that when I go to my doctor visits, whether primary or specialist, I don't have a copay. That's peace of mind. Solis Health Plans gives me that. Also, knowing that with Solis, I have the benefit of obtaining up to $1,200 per year in OTC products. That's a relief. Yes, with Solis Health Plans, you get up to $1,200 a year in OTC products, brand name products, real quality. Solis also has the benefits you're looking for: transportation to doctor visits, hearing, vision, dental, and much more, like mental health programs to address the indirect effects of COVID-19. It's time for you to become a member, so that you can have the peace of mind of knowing that with Solis, you're with a health plan that truly responds, because they're local. Call now and join a local health plan that makes a difference at 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
The heat is on. That means the highest power bills of the year are on the way. It's time to smile when you see your power bill.
I smile because I save $300 a month on my power bill.
I smile because I'm saving my environment with a sustainable power choice. We smile because we chose Solar Source.
Don't let another summer power bill pass you by. Get your free savings estimate today from Solar Source with next day appointments available. Visit solarsource.com. Now, when it comes to power, trust the source, Solar Source.
It gets hot in the summertime, and last year, I'm so glad I found Mills Air because they were able to switch out my old system for a Carrier system, and I saved so much money when it comes to my power bill. It is millsair.com. That's millsair.com. Have them check out your system, millsair.com.
Everybody's loving what's going on at International Diamond Center. There's never been a better time to save on fine jewelry, from engagement rings and wedding bands to earrings and pendants. Right now, get IDC's best price. Plus, spread your payments over 3 years with 0 interest. And if you buy now, IDC will even cover your first 2 payments. It doesn't get any better than this. And IDC's selection has never been better. GIA certified diamonds in all shapes and sizes. Thousands of designer engagement rings. Case after case of fashion jewelry from the world's top designers. Pick any item, divide by 36, and that's your payment. And as a bonus, IDC will cover your first 2 payments. Plus, everything comes with a free lifetime warranty. Or if you prefer, now through August 31st, you can take advantage of huge savings on your wedding bands. You can save 25% right now on all IDC wedding bands. It's IDC's Summer of Savings, a truly extraordinary limited time offer. Now through August 31st, and only at International Diamond Center. 4 Orlando locations on approved credit.
Tax problems can be extremely stressful and cause financial devastation. The tax attorneys at J. David Tax Law are right here in Orlando to be your personal advocate and resolve your IRS or state sales tax issues. J. David Tax Law focuses on your needs and case outcomes. Don't be fooled by out-of-town tax companies that focus only on signing you up without even working with an attorney. At J. David Tax Law, only highly experienced tax attorneys will represent you. If you have federal or state sales tax debt, payroll taxes, bank levies, wage garnishments, tax liens, or unfiled returns, have a face-to-face with J. David Tax Law and get the help you need. Never trust your tax situation to anyone you can't walk in and look in the eye. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or go to jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away.
I'm Baratunde Thurston, host of Force Multiplier, a new podcast about leveling up the impact we can have on the world through our relationships. Whether we're talking about health inequity, nutrition insecurity, or racism, I sit with leaders from across the public, private, and nonprofit worlds who are forging partnerships to take action on some of the toughest challenges facing us today. iHeartRadio is #1 for podcasts, and it's easy to see why. Find Force Multiplier on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Thinking about divorce? Kramer Law. OneFirmForLife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. That's right. Just getting our beat on, right, Jack?
Drake, Rick Ross, what up?
Oh, no. No.
Well, he is the one half of the hosting greatness that is the Hip Hop Cast.
Thank you.
Real quick, just want to welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Jim is off. He may or may not be in tomorrow. We'll let you know when we know. In the meantime, you've
like
got
at 3 o'clock.
Which at 3 o'clock. Tune in for the surprise and find out what it's going to be. But you do have Deb, Jack, and Ross, at least for today. Thank you for all of those who are voting into our Twitter poll at Jim Colbert Show. How should Jack spend his Saturday night in New York, New Jersey? 56% of the vote checking in that you should go see Springsteen in Central Park. 44% said you should go to the family barbecue. A couple of interesting responses to the tweet. Kathy said, spend it with family. Life is fleeting with no guarantees for tomorrow.
That's the same reasoning why you should go see Bruce Springsteen.
Then Steven tweets, I voted barbecue, but it's just a sympathy vote. No chance against Springsteen. He's with you on that one, Ross. And here's some more fuel to this fire. Tintin Prieto tweeted and said, I just got back and went to the Gaga and Tony Bennett show over family time. And it was the best decision. And, of course, Tony Bennett.
Yeah.
Now just announcing that he's retiring, canceled the rest of his show dates. So you just don't want to take that chance.
So someone also texted Real Mobile 77031 and said, hey, I heard Springsteen's only doing one song, so don't even, worry about it. So I'm like, well, let me see what I can see about this concert. It's the homecoming concert in Central Park.
Right.
Confirmed performers. Are you ready?
Yep.
John Batiste, Andrea Bocelli, Kane Brown, LL Cool J, Elvis Costello, Lucky Day, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Kenny Babyface Edmonds, Jimmy Fallon, Jennifer Hudson, Wyclef Jean, Journey, The Killers, Gayle King, Don Lemon, Barry Manilow, New York Philharmonic, Polo G, Carlos Santana, Paul Simon, Patti Smith, Rob Thomas, and Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Barbecue for sure.
One name stuck out there.
Which
Andrea
one?
Bocelli.
How about
Gayle
Don Lemon? The hell is he doing?
So just like Gayle King, I have a feeling maybe coming out, saying a few words, and then,
So in other words, that's when you go to the bathroom and get your next drink. But man, that kind of show, Jack. Come on, Jack.
And aren't Bruce Springsteen songs like 15 minutes long?
So
He's doing one.
It starts at 5. If you figure it's a 5-hour, 6-hour show, who knows?
They're going to put the biggest names toward the end of the night.
Oh,
so
everyone could go to bed. Then I could go to the concert.
Exactly.
Barbecue's over, and then
and then you're hauling ass back to check out the show.
Jack, this is.
I mean, really.
Just this is.
Okay, I haven't. I'm a little more.
This is your Make-A-Wish.
He ain't wrong, man.
This is your
he
dream.
is not wrong.
It was pretty damn funny.
You could see Jimmy Fallon if you want. You could
Earth,
see
Wind,
him,
and Fire.
You could see him fake laugh.
You know what? Him and his fake laugh. I even applied for Stephen Colbert tickets, and I don't think they ever got back to me.
Oh,
I'm a little annoyed.
I'm done with Stephen Colbert for one reason and one reason only. He
Why?
ruined our dog's name.
I know.
I hate that
I
so
know.
much.
Because do people call Jim Colbert as well?
All
the time?
The amount of times that I've been brought up on stage as you could have heard him on the Jim Colbert show.
I know.
God.
Even Siri gets it wrong. If you say, hey, Siri, play the Jim Colbert Show on iHeartRadio, she'll go, playing the Jim Colbert Show.
No.
Get out of here with that. We don't have the little fancy hat on the T, dude.
You know, it's funny. I just wanted to check my email to see if this Stephen Colbert Show ever reached out for tickets. And I searched Colbert, and it came up all my emails with Jim Colbert.
Did it? God, if it's not one, it's the other. Well, maybe you didn't get your Stephen Colbert tickets because it's a sign you're supposed to be at Springsteen's show.
Earth, Wind, and Fire would be cool. You said Elvis Costello?
Yeah.
That's legit, right?
Partied with him at U2.
Well, okay. That's a sentence right there.
It is. Came out of the bathroom and stood right next to Elvis Costello and his girlfriend.
Oh, that's right. Maya
My
Angelou.
bra. No, it was not Maya Angelou.
Yeah, so then I partied with Maya.
No, I wasn't tripping.
It's right. I think I said Diana Krall. I know I guessed wrong.
It was.
Was it Diana Krall? That's
No.
his.
That's his wife now, but this was when stadium seating first opened up, and it was such a big deal because not since the Rolling Stones at Altamont, I believe, it's not the one in Florida.
Springs?
But the Deadly, when the Hells Angels were providing security, and then the general admission, they had the Stampede. And so general admission hadn't been attempted in like 30, 40 years. So saw U2, one of the best concerts I've ever seen.
I've heard great. I have not seen U2 in concert, but I've heard great things about their live performances.
Yeah, so many good shows I missed out on that I regret. I mean, I saw Tool, never got to see, Rage Against the Machine. Do you hear the regret, Jack? Do you hear the regret? Ross, what about you? Any show that you regret not making it to?
You got tickets.
I do have tickets to the Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Yay!
Oh, I missed the email.
Oh, funny.
Let's hope I'm not too late.
What are you doing on your phone?
Well, now I got to take the tickets. Should I get them?
What night are they for?
It's Thursday. It would be this Thursday night.
Yeah, definitely. Why not? You're in the city, right?
Just let them know that a lot of Central Floridians are pretty pissed about him ruining the last name Colbert.
I'll pass that along.
Like, forever changed it.
Yeah.
What Hitler was to his mustache.
Oh, jeez.
Was Stephen Colbert to the last name Colbert. Just ruined it. It's always going to be looked at different.
I always tell people it's not Colbert. Our guys from Palatka, straight up Colbert.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
You got to explain it.
So is Stevens.
And I think, exactly.
He's from South Carolina.
It started off as a bit, didn't it? That he started calling himself Colbert.
Yeah, it was just the Colbert Report, and then it stuck. It's legit a pet peeve.
Because it affects us.
I like Jim. I respect Jim.
It does.
That would be like someone famous going, yeah, my last name is Roberts.
Right.
And then forever.
I am Deborah Robert.
Yeah, you're Robert. Thanks for making the joke better. Why didn't I think of that first?
No. But you know, it is interesting that if you took my first name, my maiden name, and my last name, Roberts, which was my married name, it sounds a little bit like a barking dog.
Oh, what?
Deborah Smirava Roberts.
Wait.
Can you do that a little more slowly?
Deborah Smirava Roberts.
Smirava.
Smirava.
Deborah Smirava Roberts.
That was
Deborah
your
Smirava Roberts.
I get it.
Yeah.
So that was your maiden name?
Smirava. Mm-hmm.
Whoa. So you were Deb Smirava. I can't say it.
Smirava. Deborah Smirava. You would put a Roberts on there. It sounds like I'm going to bite a toe.
It's something. It's definitely a mouthful. I'm sure you ruined a substitute teachers.
Oh, no. It was always fun being at the DMV or school or anything throughout my entire life because it always started off with Deborah Smir, and then I would go, here.
So you were born Smirmava. I can't say it.
Yes, you can.
My speech impediment is really showing up right now.
And if I spelled it out for you, you really would have a difficult time pronouncing it because it's a W at the end. It's pronounced as a V, but it's spelled as a W. So I had people ask me if I was Japanese, Smirawa.
That's what's up. That's kind of cool, though.
But it's Polish. I'm Polish Colombian. If that doesn't scare you, I don't know what will.
You're Poco. That's Poco right there. You're Pocanese.
Pocanese.
Is that bad? Is that offensive? I don't think that is. I don't think it is.
Put it out there and let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
He's already in New York, so don't worry about it. We're good. For the next hour and a half,
it's Poco.
Hate this song.
This sounds like someone trying to get laid at a bonfire. I don't like this. What is this?
You know what I've been jamming out over this weekend? Play some Strawberry Letter number 23.
I don't know if that's the band or the song. I don't know how to search
song.
that.
That's the
I
song.
don't know
Johnson Brothers. You'll know it as soon as you hear the first riffs on that one, or Boss Skaggs Lowdown.
Strong chance. I won't. I'm just going to go off the limb here.
I don't know.
Strawberry Love Letter number 23.
Oh, this. Wow.
Strawberry Letter 23.
I never knew that was the name of this song.
Now wait.
Or the band.
Oh, yeah. Let that sink into your bones, huh?
I'm feeling it, Ross.
Damn.
I am. I can jam out to this. It's got my pelvic thrusting. My pelvis. Makes me want to...
I almost went and bought roller skates.
Really? What stopped you?
I was too busy dancing to this one.
Oh, that's a good problem.
Yeah, it is.
Good problem to have.
Yeah, this is like that whole YouTube wormhole thing you can get into. You just bring up one song and then it picks others. And this song came up and I thought, I love this song. I didn't know that's what it was called.
Let's talk Afghanistan over this song.
Oh.
What? No, I just thought that would, hit him with the bookends. Juxtaposition. Little contrast. All right, or not. You guys...
Do you do that to your woman?
What?
Bring her to that moment, bring her mood up, and then skirt.
We should... When are we going to clean the garage?
Right, exactly. You should really trim this.
Yeah. Hey, I was thinking about washing your truck for you.
Yeah, I noticed. You ever notice this thing on your back? I know you can't see it, but
you should get that looked at.
You should get that looked at. Yeah, has it always been like that?
Hey, does this look infected to you?
It's like right in the middle of just real hot. We're drunk.
It's never done this before.
It's
Oh, wow. I didn't know I had a scab there.
oh,
Well,
come on.
That's fine. What? A scab could be from anything.
What degree would you say that bend is?
Well, let me grab my... I forgot what the... math-
Protractor?
Thank you. Damn it. Damn, man. No, I do not. I do not. I just thought it'd be really funny.
I bet you have, and I would love for her to call in and go, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's, I don't know. It's strange. I guess Afghanistan is that touchy of a subject right now.
No,
No.
well, it's just the seriousness of it. And we did air the president's comments earlier before. You're talking about the fall of Afghanistan
Yeah.
to the Taliban.
And President Biden is
Yeah.
standing squarely behind his decision to withdraw remaining U.S. troops. Now, he spoke at the White House. It was about 4 o'clock. We did carry it live. But he said the U.S. mission in Afghanistan was never supposed to involve roughly 20 years of, quote, nation building. The Taliban effectively gained control of the capital city of Kabul after the Afghan president fled the country this weekend. And, you know,
Way to
Biden-
go, security
Yeah,
forces.
seriously. Biden said he's deeply saddened by events, but does not regret his decision because Biden acknowledged the current crisis unfolded more quickly than anticipated and cited the quick collapse of Afghan security forces. And he said, you know, the U.S. could not provide the will to fight. And I think for me, that's been the most disheartening part of this story as we get ready to mark 20 years since 9/11 next month.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're in the same pot that we were in when this damn thing started.
Well, you got Bin Laden.
But no, well, we did. And my part is that 20 years and trillions of dollars later, and you're handing your guns over to your enemy. I'm not saying Afghan men are weak, but what the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell?
When he talks about, and I don't know, it's like $2.25 trillion.
Yes.
And, all of the weapons that we provided the Afghan security forces
And training
are now Taliban weapons,
They're
right?
because they've just literally handed them over. And I really wasn't joking earlier. The situation is so dire for Afghan women and girls that I say give those weapons that the men are so seemingly willing to hand over to the Taliban. Give them to the women and the girls because life is going to dramatically change for them. Someone had texted us earlier at 77031 talking about how women in the capital city of Kabul have been panic buying burqas. Burqas haven't been required in Afghanistan since we went in there in 2001.
Right.
So now, and they're now they're gouging them. Something that used to cost $2.50, they're saying now they're charging $25 to $37 for a burqa.
Yeah, Texer was reporting that, but also I saw earlier that the spokesperson for the Taliban said we should not be evacuating the U.S. embassy because they want to have diplomatic relations.
No,
and they're saying we have not attacked U.S. troops. We're just retaking our country. And, it's debatable. My problem, I think this, unless we were going to stay there indefinitely,
right?
At what cost, this was an inevitable outcome based on, on how the security and the Afghans responded to that. My problem was with the speed in which we left was too chaotic for people falling off an aircraft taking off, and some of those scenes that you're going to see in the news either later today or tomorrow if you haven't seen it already. It's just heart-wrenching of people, trying to escape and hanging on the planes that are flying in the air and then falling to their demise.
And should have been, and that part, this withdrawal should have been handled. They should have had better contingency plans. They should have had a better plan for the people, the Afghans who helped us.
100%. That should not be an afterthought of we have to send in more troops now to rescue people who really, were instrumental in any successes that the U.S. military had there. They should not have to be, an afterthought at rescue.
Absolutely not, because those are our allies, and regardless of whomever is in office, we've always been known to not leave a man behind. So there's so many aspects of this story that are so disheartening. Do we have time to take a quick call?
Yeah, we do, actually.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Hey, who's this?
This is Brent.
Brent. Hey, how's it going?
Hello, Orlando.
Hello, Brent.
I'm not on the Trump train. He's a male chauvinist, blah, blah, blah. But I got to tell you, Biden's not fit to run a Chuck E. Cheese, let alone the United States of America. We just signed death warrants for everybody over there right now.
Well,
Brent, let me ask you, who made this deal that the U.S. would be out of Afghanistan in May?
Well, according to Biden, it was Trump, but technically it was Obama.
Okay, so, but Trump negotiated this deal last year. So I don't know. You want to give Trump credit for something?
Thank you for calling, Brent.
Well,
and
no,
go ahead.
Like I said, I'm not on the Trump train.
Oh, no.
But, I mean, this is just ridiculous. I mean, we are sentencing people to death right now.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking. I don't know the answer to that. Thank you, Brent. And I don't think it's one administration over another. I think, well, what we shouldn't do as Americans is say it's Obama, it's Biden, it's Trump. What it is it's Afghanistan.
Right.
And if Afghanis are not willing to fight, if Afghani men are going to see the Taliban come and simply hand over their weapons. Their damn president fled the country this weekend. Not a president in our country would have done that.
Well, the Russians learned this lesson in the 80s after 10 years fighting the Mujahideen in Afghanistan. They left, and again, it's the Afghans, remain. We did it for 20 years.
Yeah.
Through
Not to
Bush.
mention back in the 80s when Russia was arming the Taliban.
Right. We were arming the Taliban against the Mujahideen against the Russians.
It's so confusing.
And also, Chuck E. Cheese's are really hard to run, okay?
You have no idea.
You got a ball pit, you got pizzas.
And now you've got wine and
you're
beer.
dealing with kids all hopped up on sugar.
Yeah, the animatronic rat just broke down, and now the birthday party is crying. So, look, I will defend Chuck E. Cheese real fast.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But, I mean, Obama could, after, they got bin Laden, that could have been an exit point as well. But, it wasn't, because whatever president decided they're coming out on my watch,
it's going to be an
we have to deal with this.
Oh, yeah.
So, for any president to kind of say it, it's like, oh, in 6 months or a year from now, it's going to be, someone else. I don't know if the idea was when Trump signed that he thought he would be in office. Had that been the case,
I mean, do you remember the flack when he had invited the Taliban to Camp David?
Oh, yeah.
2019 on 9/11?
I mean,
so
let me throw this out here. I'll take this serious for once. Am I too selfish in thinking that American troops aren't putting their life at risk over there anymore and focusing on that as a somewhat of a good thing?
Yes.
It is.
That is a good thing.
That is a good thing. And that's the hardest part about seeing the images, is knowing that we put in so much work, so much money, so many years, to have them just trade it over at the first sign of difficulty is like, how the hell have you hung on to your country for any length of time? And it's no wonder you can't. Like I said earlier, put the guns in the hands of the women and the girls who stand to lose the most. They will be much more effective against the Taliban. The Afghani men, apparently, they just don't have it. And why should we stay and protect them, sacrifice our sons and daughters? If they're not willing to sacrifice their own, why should we sacrifice ours?
If there was an easy answer to this, it wouldn't have been a 20-year war.
Exactly. And there are no easy answers. It's been a conflict like this since the 80s. My God. It's been one, and like you said, the Russians, the Americans, now we've all learned it. And in the end, it has to be the Afghanis who are going to decide they're going to fight for their own country. But my heart breaks for them at the same time. There are no winners in this. There are no winners. And we're definitely not going to politicize this story by turning it into one administration over another. If it were that easy, y'all, it'd have been solved a long time ago. So save your texts, save your phone calls. We don't want to deal with it. It's a Monday. What we are going to deal with is trivia. So if you'd like to have a little bit of fun and play a game with us,
we'll take those calls.
We'll take those calls at 407-916-1041. And we'll do that when we get back on the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO moving.com.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Staples Stores.
The most impressive team I've seen this preseason, Miami Dolphins. They have a Bill Belichick disciple at head coach, a rock-solid defense, a young quarterback in Tua. They don't ask to do very much. They don't turn it over. They don't make dumb mistakes. They never get penalized. They always looked buttoned up. Tua's going to win a bunch of games because of who's around him. Many have tried, but the Dolphins have finally found a way to bring the Patriot way to South Beach. I'm Colin Coward.
Staples Connect has amazing prices for everything on your back-to-school list. Right now, 2-pocket paper folders are just 15 cents. And comp books, 24-pack Crayola crayons, and 8-pack of Pep Rally No. 2 pencils are just 50 cents each. Ends 8/21, limit 30. Pocket folder offer in store only. Staples.
Man, look, when it comes to protecting your home, your family, you got to have the right security system, Safe Touch Security. That's who I've used for over 10 years. Wouldn't change for anything. Here's why. You don't have to worry about their doorbells being recalled. You don't have to worry about their equipment setting your house on fire. And the reason why? Professionally installed equipment by professional installers, people who actually work for the company. There's a thought. Have somebody who really is in the security business install your security company's equipment and do it perfectly so you don't have any issues. Not to mention, only Safe Touch has that two-way communicator, gives you the fastest response by emergency authorities with professional installation and equipment, all that backed up with a guaranteed response and lifetime parts and labor warranty with free systems starting as low as $29.95 a month. And remember, you don't even need a phone line. On top of that, if you even have a system that's not being monitored but it's on your house, Safe Touch can monitor that system and give you a lifetime warranty for zero money down. And again, only $29.95 a month, no phone needed. On top of that, these guys can give you 24/7 advanced surveillance packages. Again, only $29.95 a month. These guys have you covered. It's who I've used to protect my family and belongings for 10 years, and I think you can trust them as well. Hop online at safetouch.com to learn more or call them 888-723-8682. Again, it's safetouch.com. State license ZF233.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates, but don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
If your grocery delivery is just okay, that's not okay. But good news, now Kroger is here to not just deliver groceries, but over-deliver with freshness guaranteed. And the coolest trucks, literally. They're refrigerated to beat the heat, so your salad always has that farm fresh snap. Sound more than okay? Then order today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
For a limited time, you can get $15 off your next 3 orders for savings up to $45. Offer valid with digital coupon while supplies last.
O'Reilly. When you need auto parts, O'ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. We offer convenient options for you to get your parts quickly. Order online and pick up for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. We'll even bring it out curbside. Or you can have your parts delivered right to your door with free shipping on most orders over $35. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is your fairy godmother. Please stop asking me for free money orders. Amscot has them, early, late, with more 24-hour locations than ever. Even I can't do that.
Free money orders at Amscot, no purchase fees.
What's your 8-year plan? Because at 7-Eleven, there's over 3,000 ways to brew your personal cup of hot or iced coffee. We've got flavors, mix-ins, creamers, and now there's even more brew options like nitro cold brews, iced cappuccinos, and iced mochas. And with 7 rewards, you can get any size iced coffee for $1. So if you wanted to try something new every day, you'd be all set in about 8 years. You could probably do it in 4. But what's the rush? 7-Eleven. Take it to 11. Expires 8/24/21. $1 plus tax where applicable at select stores. See app for terms.
Hey, Central Florida, it's time to up your standard of driving. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Are you sick of driving a car you hate? Raise the bar in a nice new car and lower your monthly payment at the same time. Used cars from just $69 per month. New cars from just $129 per month. Raise the bar and I'll get more for your old car. We'll pay up to $5,000 over appraised value for your clunker. Is your credit score lower than you like? We will help you get approved. That's what makes us your car dealer next door. Give it a try. I'm raising the bar and making my best offer ever. Like brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, check out our certified used cars. Monthly payments from just $69 per month. Trade-ins will pay over appraised value. So get here quick. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Mirage 9900 72 months. 2.9 APR. $9 down. $249 payment plus tax tag fees. Max trade incentive based on purchase.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
And Doug.
And we're back with Limu, Emu, and Doug for the final question. Category is things you climb.
All right, Limu, what do you think? You sure? We're going with Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Oh, so close. We were looking for stairs.
Huh. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Napa know-how.
At Napa, get a $10 gift card when you buy a 5-quart jug of Mobil 1 motor oil for $27.99. A deal so rich, they'll call you an oil tycoon. Yep, with great oil for $27.99 and $10 back. All you'll need is a monocle. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations, does not include state local taxes or recycling fees. Advertised sales price may not be available in some states. Rebate restrictions apply. Offer ends 8/31/21.
Trust the leaders. FAS Windows and Doors. Go to FASWD.com.
Take a break from the flame war. Your racist brother-in-law isn't going anywhere. Real Radio Orlando on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Thank you for spending part of your Monday with us. Hey, at 5 o'clock, we gave you that keyword Vegas, VEGAS. Text that bad boy to 200-200 for not only a chance to win $1,000, but 2 tickets to our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Again, that keyword is Vegas, still valid. VEGAS to 200-200. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Jim is with family after losing his mother, so you've got Deb, Jack, and Ross, and he's got a look at the sauce jar.
I do. All aboard. I have a beautiful table for 4. Woo. All right. That's you plus 3 other people if you are struggling with simple math.
Thank you.
To see lasting impressions at the Dr. Phillips Center that's going down this Sunday, August 22nd.
No!
At 5
Sorry.
p.m.
I want to go.
I know. I want to see that so bad.
I really do as well. If you don't know what it is, you are able to enjoy brushstrokes by Monet, Van Gogh, and other legendary historical artists because as they spring to life with a one-of-a-kind 3D LED technology.
It sounds so cool.
This is no joke. A lot of people are talking about it. These are hot tickets, and it's all available over at Dr. Phillips. Also in the sauce jar, guys, you know it. You love it. Everyone loves when I bring it up. If you win trivia, you are going to be registered for the Summer of Stuff.
Summer of Stuff.
That's an amazing thing.
Amazing.
It's so good it changes the tone of your voice. That is us. When we have our list of the Summer of Stuff, we're going to choose 3 random people off of that list. And trust me when I say super random, just like life. And those 3 random people are going to be given some of the best prizes we've ever given out. I'm talking about a MacBook Pro. I'm talking about a 70-inch television. Bang, bang. How about a PlayStation 5 bundle?
Okay.
What? You can win your kids over this Christmas.
Yay, win them back.
That last Thanksgiving argument, yeah, David's still mad about it, but a PlayStation 5 will fix it. And that is your sauce jar, which is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. Go local with your move. It can be local or long distance, residential or commercial. And if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, they love us too, so you'll get a discount. Book them today at centomoving.com. That's CENTO moving.com. Ross, who goes first?
Let's welcome Mike on line 5.
All right, Mike. How's it going, Mike?
It's going.
Yeah, I hear you. It's Monday. You want to play a little game?
Sure, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Game show.
Thanks to Brad. Here we go, Mike. On this day in 1977, actor, producer, musician, and just one hunk of burning love, Elvis Presley was found dead in his Graceland mansion.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, do you remember where you were? Well, here are 3 fun facts about the king of rock and roll and one hunka of a lie. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Number 1, Mike. He was inducted into 5 Music Halls of Fame. Number 2, his nickname for his manhood was reportedly Little Elvis. Not smart. Number 3, Elvis earned a black belt in karate. Or number 4, Forbes magazine ranked him second on their 2020 highest paid dead celebrities list behind Michael Jackson.
I'll take number 4.
Number 4, and right off the bat, Mike, you're a winner.
Oh, look
you
at
found
that.
the lie. Oh, yeah, I know what you were looking for, Bradshaw. You're not going to get it.
No, he's a winner.
He's a winner. Mike, you're a winner.
Air horns.
Yay. We were running out of time, so that worked out good for us, Mike. Thank you so
that
much.
was Mike. Mike, we're going to put you on hold.
Ross is going to get your info.
Let's just take care of it. Wait, I got to. Oh, I can't do this right hand to left hand.
Okay,
let's
go
see.
ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Got a message for you from Deb?
You're a loser.
You're a loser.
Sorry.
Okay, got to let him go. Let's go with. Hey, Matt, you there, buddy?
Sure am.
Wait, he is on speakerphone somehow.
I think he's in the toilet.
All right, let's put him on hold. Hi, Marcia.
Don't listen to them.
Hey, Deb had a message for you.
You're a loser. I love you, Marcia.
Okay.
She didn't hear that other one.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, and we say goodbye to her, and congratulations
Marcia. Thank
to
you,
our
Mike.
one winner.
All right.
Got a lot more losers than winners today.
Yeah.
Don't you play along with him, because you're stuck with me for the next 8 days. Careful which ass you're kissing.
I am.
Because that's not going to be the one that's going to be kicking yours.
I've got.
You need to learn, youngin'.
I've got big lips. I can kiss both.
Start to pucker up.
If you guys just stand next to each other.
No.
Oh, Deb has something to say to you, Ross.
You're a loser.
Deb,
That one felt kind of good, though. It turns out this is why that was the lie, because he was actually, Elvis Presley was ranked 5th behind Michael Jackson, Dr. Seuss, Charles Schultz, and Arnold Palmer. Ross, what is coming up? Thank you again, Brad. What is coming up for Ross Thoughts?
You know, we were just talking about kissing.
Yeah, my ass? What, for the next 8 days?
I just want to go ahead and say that we are going to be talking about kissing, and we're going to have a little bit of a kissing competition.
Dude, there's the pandemic.
No, dude, we're all spoken for.
Oh, that too.
We're all together. I get that. It's the... Oh my God! Everything. Listen,
it's Monday.
God wants this Ross Thoughts to happen.
Apparently,
that's God calling
He's calling in
and going, "Oh, I can't wait! It's gonna be awesome."
She better not call me a loser.
Let me just get down from this thing, and I'm gonna be right there. We're gonna have a kissing competition for Ross Thoughts. I will explain the rules, and we will talk about it.
All
I'm
right.
sure you guys are very confident when it comes to kissing, but the problem is that I'm also confident when it comes to kissing. Right after the break, I will explain to you guys what's going on. Trust me.
Those are some heavy words, Ross.
All right.
But we're going to try and do just that. Trust him and do a kissing contest. Next on the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Don't want to miss that.
You put a lot of love into those plants. So if you need someone to water them while you're on vacation for the first time in over a year, don't ask us. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Clausman Law.
Well, the entrance ramp from I-4 to northbound travel on the Turnpike is blocked by an accident involving a semi. Avoid the area right now. Follow the local detours. Westbound travel on I-4 stop and go between World Drive and 429. We're seeing slowdowns too between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive, as well as eastbound between Ivanhoe Boulevard and Lee Road. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Connect has innovative tools. This week, get 40% back in Staples Store bonus when you spend $85 on ink or $200 on toner. In-store only. Offer ends 8/21, limit 4. Visit staplesconnect.com/store bonus for details. Staples Connect, the working and learning store.
It is time for a new bathroom. My God, you've told yourself that 1,000 times. Every single time you walk by it, you curse it a little bit. Don't deal with that. You don't have to. You have options. Rebath of Mid-Florida is that option. National company with standards, policies, and procedures to make sure you get the job you pay for in the right time every single time. And that's what they do. This bathroom remodeling is like 2 to 4 days. That's what the average time is. They do it with their employees. That means you always see the same people every single day. That's so important when it's all said and done. Lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And by the way, the products are so awesome. Made here in the U.S., products you've known, Moen, Kohler, Delta, Birch cabinets. That's what they put in. This is not cheap stuff, guys. These are really nice bathrooms. Natural stone like travertine marble, cut perfectly, no grout lines. And all you have to do is slide into their showroom, and when you see those models, you're like, oh, yeah, this is great. We'll do this for sure. And those are just to show you what they can do. Those aren't the actual bathrooms. Man, get with these guys, let them design you one. They have a team ready to help you out right now. Hop online today, check out the before and afters, then book your appointment. It's Rebath, midfla.com.
Don't miss our... I want to break free.
Ready to break free? Norwegian Cruise Line is back and sailing this summer. Kick back in the Caribbean or take in the stunning sights in Europe. And with our robust health and safety program, you can cruise confidently. Book today and enjoy 30% off all cruises, free open bar, free airfare, and more. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Sail safe, feel free.
Ships Registry, the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
The summer of can is here, and since we finally can, let's make it a premium summer. Fancy sausage at the barbecue, a full theater for camping, a fully gold bathing suit at the pool. Because Heineken is made with premium malt and their famous A yeast. So go premium with the crisp, ice-cold can of Heineken. Pick up a pack or get it delivered and put the can back into summer. That can be your six-pack. Must be 21 or over to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
If you're thinking about upgrading your yard area, you know what? Get a new fence. I mean, I'll tell you what. It changes the space so much. I just got a fence from Fence Outlet, and you can call them. You can set up an at-home free estimate. See what's right for you. You can stop by the store. They have got so many things for you to choose from. FenceOutlet.com.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/7/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
and Doug. And we're back with Limu, Emu, and Doug for the final question. Category is things you climb.
All right, Limu, what do you think? You sure? We're going with Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Oh, so close. We were looking for stairs.
Huh. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Napa know-how.
At Napa, get a $10 gift card when you buy a 5-quart jug of Mobil 1 motor oil for $27.99. A deal so rich, they'll call you an oil tycoon. Yep, with great oil for $27.99 and $10 back. All you'll need is a monocle. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations does not include state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Advertised sales price may not be available in some states. Rebate restrictions apply. Offer ends 8/31/21.
I've been asked, did you plan on becoming the largest injury law firm in the world? And the answer is no. We set out to be focused on our clients and to have a commitment to trying cases and winning. And when you have those results at trial, you're able to settle most of your cases quickly and fairly. Hard work and client satisfaction was our plan. It worked. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Spectrum Business called their competitors to see if any of them could beat Spectrum's Business Internet Plus phone offer for $69.98 per month with no added phone taxes or fees. Here are real quotes from the competition.
How are they pulling in no fees and taxes? That's madness.
I would 100% go with Spectrum.
Even the competition recommends Spectrum Business. Call 855-339-5344 and switch to Spectrum Business today.
Competitor quotes from actual phone conversations. Limited time offer. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Make this the summer of Ram with the only truck brand to win Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 years in a row. Right now, well-qualified returning FCA lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab 4x2 for $299 a month for 36 months with $2,999 due at signing. Tax, title, license section, or security deposit required. Call 1-877-RAM-5722 for details. Requires dealer contribution at least through Chrysler Capital. Current lease must end by 8/31/2022. Extra charge for miles over 30,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 8/31/2021.
Any legal issue, Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeart radio station. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Hope you had a great Monday and you're well on your way home. Keep it safe. We do have some showers actually just getting ready to move across the metro. Some of those tail end storms coming off of what was Tropical Storm Fred after it slammed into the Panhandle earlier this afternoon. But don't worry, we'll keep you safe on your way home all the way until you get to your front door. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Jim is not here today. Hopefully back tomorrow. You've got Deb, you've got Jack.
Mm-hmm.
And we've also got some Ross thoughts.
Get weird.
It's weird.
And I'm nervous.
It's funny.
All right.
Sometimes.
Let's talk kissing.
It's Ross. Spelled like sauce.
Our significant others.
It's Ross Thoughts.
Our special ones. Guys, welcome to Ross Thoughts, and I think today might get a little awkward, a little
Chris
weird.
is a good kisser, but I won't share him with you, so don't ask.
I'm not. That seems kind of weird that you
Our
had
loss.
to clarify that.
Yeah, it is your loss. Trust me. His big pillowy lips.
All right.
Mm.
All right.
Sorry.
Is it like a firm pillow or like a soft pillow?
Depends on whatever you need.
Like Tempur-Pedic? Like if I go ahead and kiss your man, does there like leave an imprint like a Tempur-Pedic?
Probably going to be his fist in your face somewhere, but, I'm sure you would have expected that.
No, I don't know. I'm not expecting a
okay.
fist because I'm not expecting a punch because I also feel like I am an elite kisser.
Really?
I feel like I am very good at kissing. This whole idea spawned from last night. I go ahead, my girl goes, I'm going to bed. She walks over, she gives me a kiss, and I didn't like my performance. She gave me
Yes, for a mulligan?
Yeah, I was like, nah. Let daddy give some more sugar.
Oh, no.
Yeah, come on.
Yes,
That
it's
turns
just-
me off.
Why are you guys groaning
Yeah,
and moaning?
because that's just nasty.
Yeah.
Let daddy give you some sugar.
Stop it.
Ugh,
Make you a
you
little.
sound like Foghorn Leghorn.
You're killing my appetite.
Oh, Belvedere, come here, boy.
Might make you a little diabetic with this amount of sugar.
Oh, no.
A little Kool-Aid
Oh.
with too much sugar.
You strike me as a person with too much spit and too much tongue.
What are you?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you look
saying?
like a person who has no idea what they're doing.
Too much spit, that open mouth.
Too much spit.
Yeah.
Too much. No.
Yeah, you got to have a perfect amount. You can't have too much when it gets all sloppy.
Well, it's not like I, salivate and then I go in for a kiss. It's not like my mouth gets wet like I just licked a salt and vinegar chip. Anybody else, when you lick a salt and vinegar chip, that thing becomes damp. Damp. Guys, we're going to have a
Still
little...
talking about your mouth?
We're going to have a little kissing competition.
I like that sound, Jack.
How are we going to do this?
All right. We are going to grab our left hand or right hand. All right. I don't know. Okay. We are going to make out with our hands on today's Ross Thoughts. I didn't mean to laugh. Sorry. Choked up on something. This is serious.
What's that going to prove? All you're going to see is your hand in front of your face.
No, you get to, we'll see how you guys, work it. I've practiced this.
Jack can't even look you in the eye, and we're not surprised that you practiced this.
Okay.
Let's show us your practice.
Let's see what you did.
All right, this is my Olympic pre-trial. All right, ready?
Your mic's in the way. Get in front of your camera there. Turn it a little sideways.
What are you licking peanut butter off your index finger?
What are you talking about?
you
I'm not
look like
licking
What is that? A
peanut butter.
sticky booger that you're trying to get off your finger?
Well, first of all, that wasn't even my attempt. I just wanted to show you guys.
You look like you're gnawing your knuckle.
Jack, very nice with the bossa nova, by the way.
Thank you.
All right, welcome
Good choice for sexy music.
Welcome to the kissing lounge.
As Ross licks peanut butter off of his forefinger.
I'm not licking peanut butter.
Is it jelly?
It's not jelly. It's another.
You got a binky?
It's another person's lips.
binky?
Numbing it.
So, I figured. I mean, what else do you want to kiss? We got to kiss an inanimate object to prove.
Come here, Ross.
No, you think I'm inanimate? I'm very.
That's not what he was talking about.
What are you talking?
He said, "Come here, Ross." Not that you're inanimate.
I mean, I'd kiss you for this damn radio bit.
Talking to Jack. Jack, did you hear that? He said he would kiss you.
He's kind of looking at you, though.
I think he's talking to you, but he's looking at me.
I wasn't going to turn him down, but...
Okay.
Oh, come on. That's a much bigger segment. One quick peck on the lips.
We're not doing that.
Why?
Because he has to see Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, I don't want to.
And I'm just going to think of some unreasonable excuse for me to get out of that. That's why I brought
up. In a
up Bruce.
pandemic, there's only one person I'm allowed to swap spit.
That's true. That's a very good.
Matter of fact, probably outside of a pandemic too.
And it's Bruce.
Okay, two people.
Okay, so let's just talk about what's your kissing style? So when my girl went in for a kiss goodnight, it was a swing and a miss on my end because I kind of got
turned your head.
I got quadrant 1. It was an asymmetrical kiss, and I was kissing just 30%.
Quarter of a lip?
Yeah, quarter of a lip, little bit of a top,
Oh, because you refused to pause your video game while she was kissing you?
You weren't there. Accurate, but you weren't there.
So how did she react when you said...
She thought it was good enough, and I went, no, Daddy wants to give more sugar.
Oh, please.
I think I just threw up a little.
Well, here comes your turns.
No. So then what happened? You gave her another one.
Yeah,
and did she go
I put in the second VHS tape of Titanic.
Okay.
And I went in for the second kiss, and that time, gold medal.
Oh, really? How do you know? What happened?
Because it was slower. It was romantic.
Was there any tongue?
There was a little tongue.
Ooh, just the tip?
I wouldn't say
of the
just
tongue?
the tip. So I am on team...
Oh, you're sloppy, aren't you?
Oh,
you're a sloppy kisser.
You like to tickle her uvula.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm not.
Is that near the G spot?
No, it's not.
Depends how deep you are.
What am I, Venom? Who has that tongue? I'm not. The hell kind of tongue are you talking about?
One that should be bronzed and plated.
That's like a 4-foot tongue. That is weird.
Can you breathe through your ears?
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you had a 4-foot tongue, man, you are a freak of nature.
Hey,
Join the circus.
There's a reason why Gene Simmons is popular, because he ain't good looking.
Time out. I think Party Mom has a great text. Why don't you practice demonstrate your kissing Ross by making out with the ghost cow picture?
Where's ghost cow? Oh, right there, Ross.
I'm not doing that.
Do that. That's a lot easier for us to see than what looks like you licking peanut butter.
It's a better visualization.
It is.
I'll get it for you.
No.
I love pre-vacation Jack.
Listen,
he
guys.
is so fun. Look at her mouth is even a little open. She's ready to receive you.
This is weird.
I think she's willing.
I'm not. Why am I kissing wood?
I
You
said
want me
that
to
myself.
You want me to make out with a wooden cow?
Just make sure you angle it towards the camera so people can watch Jim Colbert Show on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook Live.
Thank you, Jack.
Can you turn it a little more? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, now Jack and I will provide the soundtrack to your num num over there with Ghost Cow.
Can you do that? Wait, Daddy wants to give you more sugar. line
yeah.
again? Yeah.
Look Bessie in the eye. Look her in the eye.
All right, guys. You know we're gonna have to kiss the same cow here. All right.
If we have time.
Exactly. So you start, Ross.
All right.
Now tell her that you want to give her more sugar.
Come here, you little Bessie cow. You're looking like you need a little bit more sugar. Okay, what are you doing? As soon as I kiss it, it moves. You hit the moo button. You think that's funny, don't you?
How do you know it was me? Maybe it was.
You think it was Ghost Cow?
Maybe
it was dead.
Maybe it was Ghost Cow.
I think Ghost Cow was really anticipating what you were going to give her, and I think you should end Ross thoughts by giving it to her,
Yeah.
Ross. Don't make us wait.
Yeah, show Ghost Cow who's boss.
Show Ghost Cow. Yeah.
What has happened?
We took over your segment.
Yeah.
We're having fun with it.
I wanted you guys to make out with your hands.
And
which
we want
I
you to
think
make out with Ghost Cow.
Which I think is a small ask. I don't think it's that weird. It's your own hand.
Get on Bessie, would you? Time's accounting.
What? I can't grunt?
No, grunt. I enjoyed it.
Jack, with I thought that was a sensual kiss. In fact, I think the cow has changed its overall attitude.
Yeah.
Look at its udder. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I think the udder has changed. What is your
She's utterly different.
What is your kissing styles? You guys you're not going to make out with your hands? You know what? I'm going to make out with this Ghost Cow. Those are your Ross thoughts. I'm out. Peace. Kiss your lady. Kiss your man. Go make out.
Just don't kiss any wood.
Yeah, I just got a splinter. I'm bleeding.
Thank you, Ross. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to invite attorney Stephen Kramer into this mess.
Oh,
so
God.
we'll do that next right here on the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. Oh, he can make out with his hand.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mikey, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, shop the rest, buy from the best, goldsmithjewelry.com.
We're still looking at big problems from an accident involving a semi that's blocking the right lane on the entrance ramp from I-4 onto northbound travel on the turnpike. Only one lane is getting by. Avoid the area for now. Eastbound travel on I-4 now stop and go between Sand Lake Road and the turnpike. We're seeing heavy delays westbound too between World Drive and 429. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. Whether you're craving a breath of fresh mountain air, an exciting new adventure, or just some free babysitting from Grandma, Amtrak can get you there. With more than 500 destinations across the country, everything you're missing, just an Amtrak away.
Don't think for 1 second when you get that do-it-yourself camera system that you are beating the system. You are not beating the system. The system is now beating you and taking advantage of you. A lot of people did this very thing, and next thing you know, they have a recall, or maybe that thing's even trying to start their house on fire. You got to be careful and get the right equipment and the right people to install it. Of course, I'm talking about SafeTouch Security because this is all they do. No do-it-yourself alarm, no do-it-yourself camera system is going to keep your house safe. It doesn't have the two-way communication navigator, a direct connection to the command center to make sure you get the immediate attention you need. That's what SafeTouch does. Nobody is even close to being faster because you get backed up with a guaranteed response and a lifetime parts and labor warranty. Free system starting as low as $29.95 per month. And I'll tell you something else. They have a 24/7 advanced surveillance package as well. Again, starting at only $29.95 a month. These guys are serious about your safety. Hop on board today and check them out at safetouch.com. Call them 888-723-8682. Again, it's safetouch.com. State license EF233.
Win your way to our 2021 iHeartRadio Music Festival, September 17th and 18th in Las Vegas.
Welcome to the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
And win $1,000. You'll see
Billie Eilish,
Cheap Trick,
Coldplay,
Dua Lipa,
Florida Georgia Line,
Phineas,
Journey,
J. Cole,
Lil Baby,
Khalid,
Nelly,
Maroon 5,
Weezer,
Sam Hunt, and more on the T-Mobile Arena stage in Las Vegas. Listen every weekday to win your way there and win $1,000.
When it comes to power, trust the source. SolarSource.com.
Up early or up late? Amscot cashes most types of checks, day or night, for lower fees than most places. And with more 24-hour locations than ever, count on us anytime, every time.
Amscot.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. But what does that really mean for our clients, for you? It means that when you hire us, you don't just get a lawyer, you get a legal army, almost 800 lawyers alone. Your case is a big deal to us. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
At 7-Eleven, there's over 3,000 ways to brew your very own cup of hot or iced coffee. And with 7 Rewards, you can get any size coffee for $1. If you want to try something new every day, it'll only take 8 years. 7-Eleven, take it to 11. Expires 8/24/21, $1 plus tax where applicable at select stores. See app for terms.
There are 16 spots in the playoffs and just one track left. Well, not just any track. Daytona, a last chance to keep playoff hopes alive. It's time to bring your friends and family to watch the drama unfold up close and in person. NASCAR comes to Daytona International Speedway, August 27th and 28th. Tickets start at just $49. Get yours at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates. But don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
Did you know that Solis Health Plans gives you up to $1,200 per year in OTC products? Yes, up to $1,200 per year in OTC products. Brand name quality products. That's a relief. Furthermore, with Solis, you don't have a copay when visiting primary doctors or specialists. 0. Call now and join a local health plan that makes a difference. 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
When I lost my Chase debit card, I was like... But I locked my card on my Chase mobile app, and that feels like... That's what security feels like. Card locked.
Check and lock down your money with security from Chase. Control feels good. Learn more at chase.com/banking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Enroll in Chase online or on the Chase mobile app. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/7/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Trust the leaders. FAS Windows and Doors. Go to FASWD.com.
Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1, and happy Monday. I do sincerely mean that. Hope it was a great day at work or school. Hope it's a great start to the week. Jim is absent today. He unfortunately lost his mother over the weekend and is now in his hometown of Palatka, working with family as they make final arrangements. We will let you know when we know when he is going to be back. In his place, you've got Deb, you've got Jack,
hi,
and you've got Ross.
The best kisser on the show.
Yeah,
And
well, he had no competition,
That's
to be
true.
fair.
That's true.
Maybe this next guest would like to challenge him.
I bet you this next guest would lay waste to Ross Padgett, and that is One Firm for Life Orlando attorney Stephen Kramer. Welcome, Stephen. And the crowd
Hello,
goes
crew.
crazy. Hello.
What am I challenging Ross at?
Yeah, nothing. It's fine. Let's move on.
It's a kissing contest.
He thinks he's a stellar kisser, and we said that we believe that you probably would lay waste with your kissing skills.
Because we refuse to kiss our hands to demonstrate our kissing styles during
Oh.
this segment.
Why? We weren't going to win.
So I'm going to argue that kissing your hand is not a good measurement of your general kissing ability when it comes to another person.
Yeah, see what my counselor says?
Exactly, and
Padgett?
that's an attorney saying
Listen
that,
to my
Ross.
lawyer.
You're all
That's legal right there.
And an expert on love.
Yeah,
There you go.
I object. We were looking for a natural cavity that we all have, which is a
Dude,
hand.
that's
Oh, wait,
crazy.
You're done.
Yeah, you are done.
Are we on the line? What happened?
Why wouldn't you have a girlfriend, yes?
Yes, I have a fiance.
Fiance, I didn't want to
It's
say
French,
that.
you know.
I wanted me. You never know.
Yeah,
That's
good
right.
call.
That's
Good call.
Yeah, no, you never know.
Good call.
Why wouldn't you demonstrate your kissing ability with her?
Oh, I do. But I just wanted to have a kissing competition, and I thought at the time.
So you thought it'd be better with your hand than with your fiance?
Well,
I mean, I
welcome
can't-
to his, many of his teenage years, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Oh.
But I didn't know we couldn't kiss each other, so I mean, we could have kissed our phones. I thought that would have been weird, but phones are filthy, especially mine. Because, so Stephen Kramer, how is your day going? Because mine's going splendid.
Yeah, it is. You're having a great
Sorry,
day, Ross.
This was not where I was going to go. I got roped into this, Ross.
I vote for we find out what was on Steven's agenda.
Yes, let's absolutely find out what. But you know what? I did want to say a personal thank you to you, Stephen. I know Jim isn't here, but we can say all of us as a show, as team members, that your help and advice to Jim and Tori as they navigated this world of parents needing health care and the legalities of when you don't have power of attorney and such. So I just know that you offered a lot of comfort to Jim when he needed the most with some of the questions that outside of someone with a legal understanding, they really couldn't help. So on behalf of the other members of the Jim Colbert Show, thank you.
That's part of the team.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary. The thanks are unnecessary. That's
No.
part of the gig, right?
Hey, speaking of that, listen, I know you probably have somewhere that you wanted to go with this segment, but I am trying to use
Go. Bring it on.
Okay, every opportunity I can, because
here it comes.
I have a feeling that this would just be such a moment of deep regret, and I'm being honest.
Okay.
And serious.
Mhm.
Stephen, our producer, Jack Bradshaw, is taking his first vacation in 2 years. He is going to New
he
York.
takes days off. He just works, right?
He just works on his days off. I mean,
my plan is to not work.
I mean, literally not sit and listen to the show while he's working on the computer. So he's going to be taking in a couple of Yankees games right there in the heart of New York. It just so happens, Stephen Kramer.
I mean, I can't think of a better time to travel than right now.
I know. But hang on. It gets better. It gets better. So
he's so right.
He is right, but you are vaccinated, and
I am.
he is a musician.
I will
Steven,
I'll be masking up.
yeah, you'll be masking up, taking your vaccination card with you because it is required for indoor dining, going to the gym, or anything. Make sure you have it with you.
Thank you for that reminder, Deb.
Yeah, I just saw that on the wire today. Actually, it went into effect today in New York. So having your vaccination card on you is going to be required unless you want to go get a COVID test where you can show a negative result. But before Stephen Kramer's days as an attorney, he's a musician, including a traveling musician.
True.
So,
story.
Stephen, this is what is facing Jack. And you can vote for this if you'd like to at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter. Jack has an opportunity to go to a family barbecue after seeing his second Yankees game, which would be fun.
Kind of.
But Bruce Springsteen, along with how many other artists? Earth, Wind, and Fire, Andrea Bocelli,
Jennifer Hudson, Paul Simon, Elvis Costello. Yeah.
Should he skip
Don
seeing
Lemon.
that in Central Park and go to his family's barbecue? Kramer, what would be your legal advice?
I mean,
please vote for the concert because that's what we're pushing for.
Your legal advice.
Yeah, my legal advice.
Yeah.
My best legal advice would be, I don't have legal advice here. If you have another chance to make up that time with your family, that's an easy answer. If this is like the last chance to see them for another 10 years, maybe that changes it.
Right. Yeah. And logistically, I'm going to play it by ear. And if it seems feasible, I don't want to,
Ticket or it's open concert at Central Park.
It is, you know what? For some reason, I assumed it was an open concert. I know you have to be vaccinated. I don't know. I don't know why I thought that. But then I found out tickets were $400 a piece.
So
that's what's going on. You don't want to fork out the $400.
Well,
but he should, right?
That kind of.
Yeah, you should. If you're up there, if the only thing between you and the boss, who's like your rock idol, is $400, that's dumb.
Especially when you drop that on your daughter and your wife at any given time. Drop that on yourself, man. You work hard.
Jack, you've already gone.
There we go.
Like
Come on, Steven. Come on, Steven.
There. You've already traveled to New York by this time. You've already handled lodging. You've already done all of the outlay of money. This is just the cherry on top, dude.
Yeah.
dude.
No, bro.
All of it.
Bro, it's all, not to mention, I'm flying on airline miles and I'm staying at my sister's house. So
Dude.
I saved all that money.
Fork out the dough.
Come
Fork out the dough and go.
Knowing how
many
cheap I
times
am,
have you seen Bruce Springsteen?
14 times.
Yeah, I mean, then again, it's like you've seen him. I mean, can you top the best one of them ever?
How many have you seen? How many times have you seen Andrea Bocelli?
Yeah, but
how many times has he seen you?
Does he care about the other acts?
This is I do actually. I mean, this is an epic event, but also, the idea was to celebrate New York coming back from COVID, and as you mentioned, Counselor, we're not quite there yet. I think you alluded to the fact that we're seeing this Delta rise right now.
Yeah.
And, so maybe.
You're going to bring your mask. You're going to bring your vaccination card. And
maybe not being in a crowd with 100,000 people is not a bad thing. Right?
Yeah, but Bruce is one of those 100,000.
And everybody in there is going to be vaccinated.
You need the setup the Flaming Lips have. You know about their setup, right?
No, talk to me about
They've
the
got
Flaming Lips. I love
everybody that goes to a Flaming Lips show. They did it during COVID. Is like in a bubble, like literally a plastic bubble.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Really?
Yeah, it was so cool.
Yeah.
It was like a bunch of soap bubbles in this arena. It
But
was
that's
great.
the Flaming Lips, and they're great.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. They also put that record release out in the 90s or like maybe the 90s, where they had 4 different CDs. It was CDs at the time. And you had to play them each on a different CD player at the same time. So like we did it in my house and that I had in college. And we had to have each of us hitting the play button at the exact right moment and then go to the center of the house to hear it all.
Oh, that's interesting. That's clever and kind of a pain in the ass, but
It is, but I mean,
Steve, what was your favorite concert of all time, live show that you went to?
I thought I saw Paul McCartney here when he played a few years ago, and that was phenomenal because he played a lot of Beatles songs that had never been played in the U.S. ever.
Yeah.
Because remember, the Beatles stopped touring in '66.
Yeah.
So, and McCartney didn't play a lot of Beatles songs apparently on old tours, and he would announce it like, "This song has never been played on I've never played this song on American soil. Here it is."
Yeah.
That was phenomenal because I love the Beatles.
I went to one of those shows and it was fantastic. You can't beat that catalog of work. I mean, he opened up with the 8 Days a Week, which was a Lennon song that he was singing, but it was just start to finish, it was just amazing.
But you know what? I mean, you're right, Jack. You've seen Springsteen 14 times. Who needs to see him in Central Park?
Yeah, just true fans.
Paul Simon.
If you could see him in Asbury Park, maybe that's a little different.
Nah, I mean, you're right. All those other stars and celebrities, Jack is definitely going to get the opportunity to see Jennifer Hudson in concert and Paul Simon.
I'll go see
Andrea
him.
Bocelli.
Paul Simon playing?
Yeah.
Ooh, he's not playing much anymore.
That's like Tony Bennett. This could be the show where someone retires.
Who would want to see Paul Simon in Central Park? What connection does he have to
Really?
that? Yeah.
Seriously, there's no connection to Central
The
Park.
problem is, sometimes it's like that last bite of food, what I'm talking about? You got the perfect meal, you get that last bite of food, and then somebody's like, do you want to try a bite of my, string beans or whatever it is? It's not the perfect bite that you ended with.
Right.
It's the same kind of thing here. Like if you saw Paul Simon like at his height, the best show you could ever imagine, do you even screw with that memory, that legacy by doing a follow-up show?
That's a good
I don't
point.
know.
And, speaking of that, amazing artist from the 60s along with Paul Simon, but Bob Dylan is now the subject of a new lawsuit. Bob Dylan.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Did you see that? Accused of molesting a 12-year-old girl over a 6-week period in 1965. A new lawsuit filed in Manhattan Superior Court.
Whoa.
This just came about because New York just dropped its statute of limitations for certain crimes against children, sex crimes. And this plaintiff, known by the initials JC, has just filed this lawsuit. I couldn't believe it. This is the first time in my entire life I've heard or seen anything like this about Bob Dylan. But yeah, she accuses him of using alcohol and drugs to groom her and abuse her and physically abuse her as well as sexually abuse her over a 6-week period in 1965.
55 years ago, and she was holding on to this, and wow.
Yeah, so I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
That's an interesting point you bring up. Typically when statutes of limitations change, it can depend by state how that affects previous actions, right?
Yeah.
So, some states have a rule where, for instance, for crimes, as long as you're still within the statute of limitations, if the time is extended, then it's extended. Some states treat it as if the statute of limitations is modified after the fact, then it's effectively ex post facto. You cannot, it's fine for future actions, but it does not apply to past actions. If that makes sense.
Absolutely. I mean, do you see
changing the rules after the event has occurred and therefore is inapplicable? New York, I'm just not a New York lawyer. I don't know how they do that there.
I was going to ask you, do you think that could be part of his defense is that, well, just because you can't change the rules after the fact, ipso facto?
That would be a legal argument that they would make, and that would be one of those preliminary arguments that would be made earlier in the case before it ever gets before a fact finder. It would be a legal procedural issue.
How old was she at the time?
She said she was 12.
So yeah, I don't think any legal argument where you are using a loophole to defend any sexual interaction with a 12-year-old
right
is going to look favorably on Dylan.
I know, but like I said, I was just shocked to see this kind of a headline.
What that would come with, Jack, is there would be a two-pronged defense on the part of Dylan's team. One would be what they do in court, and then the other would be what they do in public. And I would expect that we will very shortly hear something from his press team, addressing the situation. So you're smart to recognize you've got two different issues there: the court of public opinion, and then the legal court. And the strategy would be to defend that whatever way you can in court, and then to I assume that he will give a statement denying it.
He may have to dip into that $300 million he got for his catalog.
Well,
if more allegations surface or there's any weight behind the allegations here, I would expect that the people that just bought his catalog are sweating it.
Yeah, because this apparently happened, according to the lawsuit, again, just filed in Manhattan. April and May of 1965, the same year his fifth album, Bringing It All Back Home, came out. The abuse happened, quote, multiple times, end quote, and sometimes took place at his famous apartment at the famed Chelsea Hotel.
So, that's certainly going to be one of the troubles in a case like that. And that is proving something like that this long after.
Right.
Even a few years later can be difficult because evidence gets stale, witnesses disappear or die or are unavailable. It is very, very difficult and to prove those types of cases. That's one of the reasons for having statutes of limitations, is because of the difficulty in proving those cases, and that at a certain point, it is too challenging to bring those cases.
And that's what makes me think of the victim. I mean, 55 years later, to be willing to take the issue to court, even though it's a crime against a child, Stephen, it's not a slam dunk, right? Because it still is 55 years separating when the crime occurred and when it's going to possibly see the light of a courtroom.
Slam dunk for the defense or
for the plaintiff, for the victim.
No, by
Alleged.
no stretch would it be a slam dunk. Those are difficult cases to prove, like I said, because the evidence gets stale, the witnesses are unavailable. If there's any witnesses, if it's a situation where there's a bare allegation, and effectively he said, she said, and it's a single witness, that's extremely difficult to make a compelling argument for that unless there's some type of supporting evidence. And then you can expect that Bob Dylan's team is going to make the argument that there's other factors at play here,
Which is why, again, I'm shocked that this is the first that we've heard, that the victim waited this long, that this new change in New York state law allowed this lawsuit to finally come to light, because nothing was ever alluded to in the press. Unlike, Bill Cosby, who, reportedly had quite a reputation around Hollywood. This just kind of seemed to come out of left field.
Well,
that's a common defense as well as why now? Why not make an allegation sooner? Have there been prior consistent statements, at least in the court of public opinion? That's something that will be, I would expect to be addressed. The statements that we've seen that have come out after an allegation like this is, generally of this type of dynamic. It is we respect the rights of all victims to have their voice heard and to be recognized. However, we dispute the allegations in this case, and then they, normally what we've seen in a pattern with these types of cases is this is a financially motivated case, or this is a case where this has never been addressed before, and it's only coming up now for X, Y, and Z. Those are the type of statements that usually come out after an allegation like this, at least since the Me Too era started a few years ago.
Well, this may not be your legal area of expertise, Stephen, but like I alluded earlier, you really helped out Jim. And let folks know where they can get a hold of you so they, too, can find the best legal advice to help make those difficult decisions that come along with end-of-life choices.
Sure. It's onefirmforlife.com. And then I got to tell you, I watched Suicide Squad this weekend. Have you guys seen it?
What did you think?
The Suicide Squad?
I did watch it. What do you think, buddy?
I loved it. I enjoyed it a lot.
I love James Gunn. He did not let me down. I laughed. It was amazing. I thought it was great.
It's funny. I watched about 7-8 minutes in. I'm like, I'm too old for this stuff. And then
no,
I kept watching, and it hooked me, and I really liked it. I really did.
Without giving,
I mean, what a great cast.
Well,
Idris Elba was great in it.
Yes, he was.
John Cena's funny. Margot Robbie is so good in that role.
Yes, absolutely.
And the bad guy. Yeah. I mean, every superhero movie can't work without a great bad guy, and that is a great bad guy.
It was a fun watch.
I just loved the ending. I thought visually it was stunning for an ending.
Yes.
Oh, so good.
He's just that guy's a brilliant guy, and it's kind of cool that he got to step out from the Marvel world a little bit and spread his wings, doing something a little different.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Even though it's superhero.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I know. Yeah.
So celebrity gossip, movie reviews, and legal advice.
How about that?
And a little kissing in there.
And a little kissing in there.
Yes.
That made Stephen Kramer smile.
I am pleased. I'm a Renaissance man. What can I say?
How do they get a hold of you, Stephen?
onefirmforlife.com.
Awesome.
Points.
Thank you as well. We'll see you next Monday.
All right. See you guys.
You have a great week. Bye. Thank you again. Listen, Ross, I think you chased him away with your kissing contest.
What? No, we did the segment.
I know he is a Renaissance man. He takes, he's willing to face a challenge.
How about that?
He doesn't shirk away from it.
Speaking of challenges, are we going to do a little last call?
I think we should do just that. It is 20 to 7. We want you to join us, so load up the phone, 407-916-1041. A little recall, something short, something sweet, something funny. And if we pick you, then you'll get registered in our Summer of Stuff, and you'll go to dig around in Ross's sauce jar.
Nice.
Okay, we're going to do that next on The Jim Colbert Show. Bye.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for Last Call. 407-916-1041. Brought to you by Heineken.
This Real Radio 1041 weather report sponsored by Rude Air Conditioning, powered by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast, and it's one featuring moisture from a now departing Tropical Storm Fred, which made landfall around 2:15 this afternoon up in the Panhandle. We're going to see our rain chance continuing through this evening before dissipating after 10 p.m., the low 76. Tomorrow, the high 92, a 60% chance for rain. But as we head through the end of the work week, rain chances will gradually dissipate each day, down to about a 40% chance by Friday and Saturday. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. Amtrak. Whether you're craving a breath of fresh mountain air, an exciting new adventure, or just some free babysitting from Grandma, Amtrak can get you there. With more than 500 destinations across the country. Everything you're missing, just an Amtrak away.
If you live in Florida, you know what it's like to be left in the dark. It doesn't take a hurricane to knock your power out. Everyday thunderstorms can. It's time to flip the switch, literally. Complete Power Resources is your answer with a complete line of residential standby generators to keep your home running when the weather gets rough. And these are brands you can trust. Briggs & Stratton, Kohler, Generac, and Cummins, all installed by skilled techs that are licensed, bonded, insured, and background checked. Complete Power Resources is CPR for your home's power needs. Learn more today at CompletePowerResources.com.
Attorney Joe Cordell. For many men, divorce brings a bewildering sense of loss. You feel adrift, isolated, like you're the only person in the world. But the good news is, you're not alone. Cordell & Cordell can help guide you through all aspects of divorce. Let us be there for you. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
Napa know-how.
Right now, a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil is just $18.99. It keeps your engine from breaking down without breaking the bank. Yep, a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic for $18.99 is not just a great deal. It's the break you've been waiting for. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations does not include state local taxes or recycling fees. Advertised sales price may not be available in some states. Offer ends 8/31/21.
Finish your summer with a true crime podcast binge with iHeart. No one else has more true crime podcasts. Go deep on cases, form your own theories, and even help out investigators in real time with true crime podcasts to die for. Like the new iHeart series, Murder in Illinois.
That dark side would come out.
Meet the new Dr. Death in the hit podcast's 3rd season.
His nickname was the Super Surgeon.
Plus hundreds more to get you hooked. It's True Crime Podcast Week. iHeart, #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app.
When you owe the IRS or state sales tax and can't pay, call J. David Tax Law for effective tax help. J. David Tax Law can stop IRS or state collection actions and protect you from financial ruin. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962 or at jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Sunnyside Plumbers.
Yes, my drains are backing up.
For service in Swedish, press 1.
What?
For service in Klingon, press 2.
But
For all other languages, press 3.
What the?
Fine. Please state the nature of your problem.
Drains backing up.
For drain problems, press 11.
There is no 11.
Must have a new phone. The old ones had 11.
That's it. This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Well,
Did you?
What was I thinking?
Indeed. So are your drains still plugged, or have they magically fixed themselves?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have plumbing or drain problems, you need help fast. A helpful operator to guide you.
and plumbers who will provide a permanent solution. That's the Frank Gay way.
Sounds to me like you should have called Frank Gay.
FrankGayServices.com.
Miles of pristine white sand below, expansive cerulean blue skies above, and wonderment everywhere you look. This is St. Pete Clearwater in the fall. Here, the senses awaken with the first morning light. Emerald green waters gently lap the shore. A calming Gulf breeze floats through the air. It's vivid, it's vibrant, and it's the perfect getaway. Plan your fall escape to America's best beaches at visitstpeteclearwater.com.
I donate plasma with BioLife because I like giving back.
I donate plasma with BioLife because people living with immune deficiencies need my help today.
I donate plasma with BioLife because I don't have a good reason not to.
I donate plasma with BioLife because I get paid.
I donate plasma with BioLife because I like a little extra spending cash.
I donate plasma with BioLife because I want to buy a TV for my bathroom one day.
Whatever your reason, BioLife makes it easy to earn up to $900 in your first month of donating. BioLife. There's purpose in your plasma. Visit biolifeplasma.com to learn more.
If you've been thinking, it's probably time to change my oil, you're probably right. So head to Advance Auto Parts and grab an oil change bundle. 5 quarts of Mobil 1, Valvoline, Castrol, or Pennzoil Full Synthetic Oil, and a qualifying premium oil filter for just $37.99. And right now, when you choose a Castrol Edge bundle, you also get Grind Boss wipes free. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
Make the most of your investments. Certified Financial Group. Call pound 250 keyword certified planner.
Instagram, it's not just for dog pick. Oh my God, look at this cute puppy.
At Real Radio 1041.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1, and happy Monday. Hey, we've got one line open for last call. If you'd like to join the party, give us a call at 407-916-1041.
Even if Monday's not your favorite day, it's 6:47 p.m. on a Monday, so Monday's behind you now, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
There you go. Celebrate that, Deb.
Yay!
Woo-hoo!
Thank you, Jack. Way to put a disco shine around that bad boy.
Jimmy always likes hearing one disco song a day, and even, we miss him.
We do.
Our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family. As you mentioned throughout the day, his mom passed away this weekend, and so he's taking care of family matters. So, but we're throwing a disco track for our leader.
Yeah, exactly, because sending him much love and support on disco vibes, Jack. I don't think he would want it any other way. Hey, let's take a look at that Twitter poll, because someone is looking very forward to a little trip to the Northeast.
I am. Definitely. I'm going to go. I'm staying with family. I'm going to eat pizza. Subs.
Hot dogs. Oh, those Hart hot dogs.
Yeah. I'll be going to a
those.
couple of Yankee games, but the question was, because I will be in New York City the same day as this We Love New York homecoming concert in New Central Park.
Kind of like that whole Summer of Love quest.
Featuring Springsteen and others. It's how should Jack spend that? Would it be at my sister's house for that barbecue or the Springsteen show and others? 58% saying I should go to the Springsteen concert, with many comments and whatnot. But, what are you gonna? I'm gonna play it by ear. I'll be that afternoon. I'll be at Yankee Stadium, and so who knows what's gonna happen. I just confirmed tickets for the late show on Thursday night. So this Wednesday night I'll be at Yankee Stadium for the Red Sox game, and Thursday night I'll be seeing Stephen Colbert show, and then Saturday at the Yankee game, and maybe the concert. We'll see.
Regardless, even without the concert, it sounds like a pretty kick-ass time.
Yep,
So hope you have a great vacation.
Spend some time with family. It's going to be fun.
And you did say that this is family you haven't seen in a while, right?
Yeah, a couple years, right? I don't know. When's the next? I don't know.
I mean, can they come down for Christmas?
Well, no.
Yeah, blame them.
No, Actually, it's. I do thinking back. It's like, what was the last event we got together for? And that would have been my mom's service. So that would have been 2 years ago. Actually, this summer. Yeah.
Well, full circle.
There you go.
Look at that. I got our Instagram winner.
All right, cool. For
Let's
our
hear it,
summer
buddy.
stuff. Yeah, who is it?
I love a good Instagram handle, and
So
it
do I.
really is random because I just straight
yeah.
throw the index and I go, now, let's give it up for Happy Happy Jojo. Or as the Spanish would call it, Happy Happy Ho Ho.
That is awesome.
So,
Happy Jojo.
Happy Happy Jojo, you are our Instagram registrant.
Which means the first Monday after Labor Day, or the first day actually after Labor Day, we are going to come back and take that small pool of registrants into our summer of stuff and pull out 3 lucky winners, one from trivia, one from Last Call, and one from Instagram. Happy Jojo. Congratulations to you today. You're in there. And then y'all get to pick from, like what Ross said earlier, 3 of the best prizes we've ever given away. Ross, what are they again?
We got a PS5 bundle. We got a MacBook Pro. We got a 70-inch television. God, that feels so good. We're
does.
Oprah. We're like 4 Oprahs.
4 Oprahs. And that's not the only thank yous we have. We also want to thank Brandon Kravitz, Brad for trivia, Orlando attorney Stephen Kramer, OneFirmForLife.com, and Code Black IT for supplying our summer of stuff.
Speaking of attorney Stephen Kramer, he's just texting in on the story that we brought up about Bob Dylan.
Right.
He said the latest says they're now reporting Dylan wasn't even in the country when the alleged assault occurred.
Wow.
Not the final conclusion, but definitely a new development.
Wow, that is a development, especially when, 55 years, it doesn't matter, right? If you're going to bring a case, got to have your facts straight. Speaking of that, you guys ready for a little last call action?
Let's welcome Party Mom on line 5.
Do it. Party Mom, last call.
Jack,
Yeah.
I got another one for you.
What's that?
What do you call a clown who opens the door for you?
Funny. I don't know what Party Mom.
A nice gesture. Smoke weed every day.
That's actually pretty good, Party Mom. I like that's a solid dad joke. Who's next, Ross?
Let's welcome Daryl on line 4.
Daryl, last call.
Yes. So, Jack, if you want to go to the Springsteen concert and have your family forgive you for not going to the barbecue, buy them all tickets to the Springsteen concert.
Oh, God, I'm too cheap for that.
Yeah,
Please.
God, have you listened to the show at all, dude?
$400 a ticket.
Daryl, come on,
that
man.
was hysterical.
Who's next, Ross?
Too cheap, don't love them that much. What's the difference? Let's welcome Mike on line 3.
Mike. I like that, Ross. Give him a little of his own P.A. McGee. Mike, last call.
There you go. We'll do it in a little old man Ross voice. What's a little wrinkly and smells of ginger?
I'm afraid to ask.
Fred Astaire's face.
Who?
Oh, Fred Astaire's face.
Oh.
that was pretty funny.
Oh, nasty.
Oh, that's funny.
Who's next?
Fred and Ginger. It was his famous dance partner. Rob.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Let's welcome
32.
Let's welcome Jeff on line 2.
Jeff, last call.
Hey, Ross, I am so proud of you for finally sending a little bit of love back to that hand, even though you know where it's been.
Thank you.
Oh, that's my winner.
And let's welcome Bruce.
Bruce.
Hey, 2 things, little buddy. Skip that pulled pork pizza party. Come see me at Central Park and buy Birkenstock.
Oh,
all right.
That's Bruce. That's Bruce Springsteen himself.
That was spot on.
That was the boss?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you guys pick the winner.
Oh, what about you? Well, we lost one.
Oh, no.
Is Party Mom registered yet?
Yes. Mike.
She is? Mike
is our winner.
All right, Mike, you're our winner. Listen, thank you for spending, like I said, a part of your Monday with us. Keep it right here, though. Tom and Dan, Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next. And then tomorrow,